Welcome back to the TheYuckCast. I am here with Shake and Bake, Cullenberger, and we have a special guest for today's episode, none other than TheFlightMike. We're excited to be talking to you guys today. Boys, how are you guys doing?
I'm doing great.
Good. Ep.6, baby. Let's get it.
Doing fantastic.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Mike, what have you been up to, buddy?
Nothing, man. I've just been getting my entire life in California and preparing to move it to New York. Preparing to pursue my master's in biomedical sciences and, hitting the gym, taking a few trips here and there. Really enjoying my last bit of freedom before I have to hit the grind again, go back to school. How about you guys?
Living life.
I've been doing the same. Similar to you, Mike. Similar stuff. But I'm not moving to New York. But yeah, sounds like a good time though. New York. I'm sure
picked a good time of the year to move to New York. That'd be nice.
Yeah, you're not gonna have to live with that cold, blizzardy weather. Have you ever lived in like a cold climate, or have you always been in Cali?
So I lived in Texas up until I was 10, and that's not really the coldest climate.
It's not really cold.
Although we did see snow there, which is kind of weird because in LA you never see snow. Lived in LA ever since. So I'm kind of excited because I've always wanted to live in New York for at least a small portion of my life. So I'm really excited to begin the next chapter of my life in New York. Although the schooling seems to be fairly rigorous, I'm really excited for this next stage.
You'll be hitting the books.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like a good time.
Let's get us
Mike.
into this Q&A, baby. Let's get it.
Yes.
We got a couple good questions today.
TheYuckCast Q&A. Use hashtag TheYuckCast on Twitter to be a part of the discussion. Ask us some good questions. We're going to start off with an NBA question. This one is, who was your favorite NBA player to watch growing up or whenever you started watching basketball?
So when I first started watching basketball, I was very, very young. I was in Dallas, Texas, and at the time I would watch a lot of Mavericks games. So I would say Michael Finley was my favorite player to watch up until I was like 10-ish. And then when I moved to LA, I'm not going to lie, I did bandwagon the Lakers the year that they had Karl Malone, Gary Payton, Shaq, Kobe. Well, here's the thing. When you're like 10 or you're like 11 years old, and you just move somewhere, I don't think it's as serious to bandwagon a team, And at the time, the Mavericks, like the year after, the Mavericks were starting to like gain steam while the Lakers had to rebuild again. So I just stuck with the Lakers because it was a little bit more convenient. So I'd have to say Michael Finley at first, and then obviously Kobe Bryant. But for the most part,
what about you,
those
Nick?
two.
Who you got?
For me, this was before like the Rose days. I just remember like growing up, like the players I really liked, like for whatever reason, I really remember the 2006 finals. Dirk's got to be like number one, and then number two would probably be Steve Nash. I really like both of them growing up.
I'm going to go Ray Allen, and I'm also going to, he was so good in Boston. But another player that I guess wasn't on the Celtics, I really watched like Luol Deng. He was really good back in the day. I loved watching him. He was super underrated. Loved his game. What about you, Bird? You got a player?
I'm going to go with Donovan Mitchell. I really like his game. He's really fun to watch. He's all around.
Oh, so you're just growing up?
I'm constantly growing, baby. Constantly evolving.
He is really fun to watch, though. Like he is so.
That's a good answer, but like, are you old as shit?
You already know how old I am. If you want to go when I was younger, I gotta go with Michael Finley, like Mike, and then I gotta go with Dirk too. So yeah, those two.
Bird's answer has me like doing some soul searching. I'm constantly growing. I'm
I like that.
Hating, but whatever.
No. I like it. It's a good thought.
I thought it was a pretty good answer, actually.
It was definitely very insightful.
Going to the next question, what's the biggest purchase you regret? Biggest purchase you regret? That's a tough one, to be honest. I made a lot of bad purchases.
Yeah, it's actually funny because like my siblings always make fun of me for being like the aggressive spender, that's prone to making poor purchases. I think it has a lot to do with me being like a mutt YouTuber at some point because you're constantly like, I don't know, you guys know how it is. You're like dropping money. Yeah, you're dropping so much money on like packs, and those are such terrible purchases that like you kind of become desensitized to making awful purchases. So next thing you know, you're like, you could buy like some really stupid stuff, and you're saying to yourself, hey, it can't be dumber than like, those like that VC or those like Madden points I bought. So like, shit, here we go.
True. Spend money to make money, though. Depends. So
no.
So
definitely.
What do you regret though? We got one thing.
One thing I really that's tough, man. One thing that I really regret purchasing.
Anyone else? While he's thinking, maybe.
Yeah, I got a good one.
What you got?
This was right when 2K17 came out, and I was really trying to up the quality of my videos for like the first like 2 weeks of the game came out. I was really trying to up the quality.
Just for those 2 weeks though?
Well, nah, it was like I was making a ton of videos, and I'm like, I'm taking this shit over. Like when the new game comes out, it's like I'm gonna take this shit over. I'm about to blow up and shit. I was on that vibe.
That's a fire vibe to be on.
It was like a late night conversation with Juice Man, and if you're familiar with Juice Man, you know that motherfucker gets you to make the worst purchase possible. Like, if you ever want to make a stupid purchase, just talk to Juice Man. He will help you through it. So I was talking to him. I'm like, yo, I kind of want to get a camcorder. And then, like, I just kept on linking him. He's like, yeah, this one's really good. You'll like this one. And then he's like, oh, but you got to buy this and this with it. So I bought this, like, $350 camcorder and then, like, a $20 plug and then, like, another $20 plug so I could connect it to my computer. And then, yeah. And I don't think I ever used it. Like, I don't think I used it once. Yeah.
See, I did that
like,
with him, and I bought, like, an $800 one, and that's still the camera I use. Like, it was super lit. See, you just didn't buy the better one. You got to buy the next quality up one.
Yeah, I bought like a shitty one that really wasn't that good. Like my Logitech C920 probably recorded better video.
So you trying to blame Juice Man for you being a cheapskate?
Right.
Well, no. Like he told me that one was good. It's my fault. It's my fault. It's no one else's fault. He was just part of the equation,
At least he's taking responsibility. That's fire.
That was probably one thing in particular that I could think of that was a trash purchase.
I can go
There's
next,
a lot
man.
of them for me.
I mean, I've been like, I bought so many stupid software. Like, I bought a video editing software that was like $200, and literally I used it once. It didn't even do what I wanted to do. Tossed it out. Like, I've bought so many, like for Mac. Software? I bought like once Parallel. It was called. It was supposed to put Windows on my Mac, but like it was terrible. It was so bad. I hated it. And then like, I don't know. I bought webcams before. I bought that HD C920, but better than that. The Logitech camera.
Yeah, the 4K joint.
I have not opened it. It's in the box still.
Bro,
$200 down the drain.
I bought that. I actually returned it, though. I returned it.
I wish I returned it, man. Yeah. I haven't opened it. It's sitting in a box somewhere. So, yeah. I buy a lot of stupid things like that. But it's not even that big a purchase, I guess.
My worst purchase that I made, if anybody knows me, I don't really spend money like that. But I once spent like $20 on like a box of cereal. The Abudio cereal, and it was like it was like $20, but it was just a box of Lucky Charms with a different cover, so that was pretty bad.
That's a terrible purchase.
You bought some Bootios?
Yeah, I bought some Bootios.
Did Bud gas you up for that or something?
Booty flavored cereal, bro. Yeah. I don't know. Like I wasn't even watching
booty flavored,
but I was like, Bootio sounds amazing. Who doesn't love booty? So I bought some Bootios.
You definitely bought that for a skit for a video. It sounds like.
No, I just bought it to buy it. Like. I thought it was lit. Bootio cereal. Like, it's some shit straight out of cartoon. So I bought it, and it was just Lucky Charms. And I don't even really like cereal, so I had to force myself to eat the whole box just because I spent $20 on it. It was kind of depressing.
The whole box of booty.
I would have just given it away or something. Give it to the homeless.
Fuck them niggas.
I don't know. Wow.
You gonna give homeless people some Bootio?
I mean, shit. It's better than nothing. Damn.
So,
y'all ain't shit. Mikey, what you got?
Yeah. Back to you.
So does it have to actually be a purchase, or could it be like an Uber ride or something? Because the Uber ride is actually way more embarrassing.
I mean, we can go with the Uber ride since we do want to talk about that later. So talk about that right now.
So, I actually this happened actually 4 months ago, New Year's. I had a couple of drinks, because it's New Year's, and I'm like 45 minutes away from like home. So I'm like, I get a Tinder notification on my phone, and at like 1 a.m, some girl is like, I'm talking to this chick. She seems fire. I see her Insta. She seems fire. And she's like, hey, get me an Uber to come to your bar. Let's like, let's get a couple of drinks together. I'm like, okay, for sure. So I Uber her to the bar. But like, here's what happens. She gets into the Uber, as she gets into the Uber, she tells the Uber driver, hey, I do not want to go to this bar. I want to go somewhere else. So she literally takes it to some random spot. It's like 20 minutes away, sticks me with like a $50 bill, and Uber didn't refund my money for that. It was ever since then I stopped using Uber.
That's a fire finesse. That's crazy.
That is such a finesse.
I got finessed
oh my God.
so hard. I was actually depressed for like a whole day after that happened because like I was like, how did I get finessed so badly? Yeah, like straight up.
Does she like block you on everything after?
So like I kind of like she was a savage about it. Like she was like Snapchatting me saying the Uber figured out what I was doing. How come you didn't figure out what I was doing?
What?
Yeah, she was like rubbing it in. She was rubbing salt in the wounds and everything, bro. Like it was.
That's wild.
Yo.
She was fire. She was really fire. I guess that's why she thought she could like. That's why she thought she could get away with it.
She probably does that like often. That's
no, not thought. That's why she could get away with it. She got away with it. Like it's not a thought. Like,
she definitely got away with it, Nick.
I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't. Nah, she got away.
Yeah, she definitely did get away with it. Yeah.
So she didn't like dog. Like I would like if I pulled that finesse off, I would have instantly blocked the person.
Yo, you'd probably go to jail if you pulled that off.
I mean, she
probably
had so much confidence in the finesse that she kind of like went back to like taunt me during it. You know, it's kind of like when you're 50
she's
yards.
probably done that to tons of losers. Like just
you could definitely take that to like public.
You're not about to call Mike a
No,
loser.
not Mike.
No.
But
That was
other
definitely
losers?
a loser move. You could definitely call me a loser
You
as a
definitely took a
result of
loss,
that.
which might make you a loser in this instance.
Yeah, I definitely took a huge L on that. Like,
Mike, you could definitely take her to like public people's court or whatever, and just be like, "Yo, this lady scammed me the $50
might
Uber."
be
You
more
could
embarrassing.
definitely do that.
yeah, that might be.
I'm just saying,
Mike
like, you
gonna
could do
take her
that.
ass to Judge
Like,
Judy.
you
Hell
could
no.
definitely get the $50 back if you did that. That's funny though. Damn. We got one more question, and then we do want to talk some more. Again, we want to talk more Tinder and Uber stories, but you guys seem to like that last week. But this last question right here: have you ever met a fan in public? I'm assuming they mean of your YouTube channels. If you did, how did it go? Were they awkward? I've met a bunch of people out in public. It's usually actually really nice. Like, they're usually friendly. You take pictures. I've done meetups, which are always fun. So, yeah, they've always gone pretty well. Usually take some photos. And, yeah, the last time it happened, it was after a dentist appointment. And my lip was like, you know how they inject the stuff in you, the Novocaine or whatever?
Yeah.
So, I had that in my lip. I couldn't even, smile properly. It was kind of funny. But, yeah, that was cool. I liked it. Yeah, what about you guys? Anyone else got spotted?
I've had some encounters with some viewers from time to time. There was one time where I was in the city with my ex and my parents, and we were literally just walking downtown Chicago, right? Yep. And someone just like, "Oh my gosh, Nick the Bullsman!" Like I literally can't even make this up. It was really funny. Is he's just like, "Oh my gosh, Nick the Bullsman! This guy's a legend!" And he like wanted to take pictures with me, and my parents were just like laughing because like they've never seen that happen before. So that was funny. Another time though, I was at a Warriors game and I knew this fan was gonna be there. Like he told me before the game, I was saying I was going, all that. And Matt took a picture, all that stuff. Then this dude starts coming after me, like left. Like 2 days after he takes the picture, he starts like talking shit about me and stuff.
Damn,
kind of wild. Yeah, like he really left on me. It's like, bro, I took a picture with you. Like,
yeah, that's disrespectful. Dog. That's crazy.
Yeah. Like,
what about you, Berg? Any sightings?
Aside from PAX East, I haven't really met any quote unquote fans in public. I think people may have recognized me, but like I'm not that approachable. So yeah.
Yeah, you're definitely not. That's a good point, I guess.
Why isn't he approachable, Big?
Because he's massive. He's like 6'9".
Now, if I'm seeing Berg, I'm running up to him with a bear hug.
No, you're
yes, I
definitely
am.
No, you're not. Like,
yes, I am. As a fellow member of the TheYuckCast, like, bear hug.
What are you doing? What about you, Mike? You ever been spotted?
So, it's
that one time,
funny.
actually, though. Remember that one time when we were playing basketball? That kid came up to you. Remember, he was a fan of you.
So, like, there's been like an evolution of reactions as to like how people would approach me. So, like 3 years ago, like when I first started going on trips, no, it was actually 2 years ago. People would say, "Oh, TheFlightMike, what's up? Hey, can I get a picture?" And by the way, I love pictures because it always makes for like good Instagram posts. You know, like anytime I get a picture with
Mike be killing it with
straight
you
up.
just don't take pictures often, is what you're saying? Or?
Yeah, like every single time anyone recognizes me, I'll take a picture with them and I'll probably post it on my Insta. But more recently, the kind of reaction I've been getting, and this happened to me about like a month and a half ago. Turns out the person that scans my code into LA Fitness recognized me.
That's
and
funny.
It went a lot like this. I give him my barcode, he scans me in, and he looks at me, he's like, "Hey, you look a lot like this YouTuber." I'm like, "What's his name?" He's like, "Mike," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's me." And then like his immediate reaction was like, "Dude," with like this huge smile, and he's like, "Bro, what happened?" And then like,
damn,
that's crazy.
Wow.
Yo.
Damn.
And then like I had to sit there, like every single time someone hits me with the "what happened," you know, like,
Yo, that's mean.
no,
What's
no,
wrong
it's not
with
mean
you?
at all.
Hit you with the "you was the man."
Like it's like I took it
Damn,
as
homie.
"Damn, homie, in high school
Yeah.
you was the man, homie. The fuck happened
That's
to you?"
mean.
Like,
Damn.
no, but like every single
What's wrong
time
with
someone
kids?
asks me this, I usually like go into this whole. I had to sit there and like tell them the whole story, like tough personal problems, the fall of Madden 17. Madden 17 didn't do so well for me, and at the same time, I think the YouTube algo flipped, and that kind of alienated me from doing YouTube and kind of made me like go back to school. So a lot of people, I even saw a tweet about that. I saw someone tweeted you this. I don't know if he was making a joke or not.
Why did Mike fall off?
Yeah,
I did see that.
So like, I'm not uncomfortable answering that question. So like, I'll give like a brief 1 minute for those of you guys wondering, because I've repeated it so many times. But pretty much what ended up happening was I got so scared of what YouTube was becoming that I kind of like said, okay, like I'm 22, 23 at the time. I should go back to school. Like I've finished like most of my sciences. I should at least go to dental school just in case, so I'll never be like grinding out YouTube for the fear of my life. Cause when Madden 16 was out and I moved away from home, I was living with my girl at the time. All of my eggs were in the YouTube basket. And that's when I was making my absolute worst content. I don't care how many views it was getting, but like I was making terrible content. I didn't like what I was making. I literally felt like I was running a marathon, trying to make as much content as I could so I could pay the bills, and it didn't feel well. It feel very good. So as a result of that, I made less and less content as time went on. And here and there, I do get that itch, like I do get that itch to like engage with my old audience and whatnot, but as you start becoming less and less consistent, this is the result that you should expect, and I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I told him. That's kind of why I fell off. At least that's how I view it. But for the most part, I'm a fairly happy guy. So who could say that they were a YouTuber in the past? It does fire on Tinder too. Especially
you hit your 100K, right? Yeah, you did.
I got my 100K.
Yeah.
Girls see it whenever they come over.
Pretty impressive.
That's all that matters to me.
Pretty impressive,
Thing is,
dude.
people who don't actively follow YouTubers, like they don't give a fuck if he fell off. Like just telling a chick like I have over 100K like subscribers on YouTube is like, whoa, that's crazy. Like no one gives a fuck if he fell off. Like outside of your actual viewers or the people in your community, no one cares.
Yeah, I don't take it personally at all. I just like. I don't even view it as like subscribers actively choose not to watch my videos. I just think it's a combination of stuff. And it really, hopefully down the line, just because I really like being on camera, I love making content. I really hope one day I'm in the position to, going back and putting my all into content creation. But for now, when you feel that pressure where you have to make content, it's your only choice. Some people thrive under that pressure. I just couldn't. It was fairly uncomfortable for me.
Interesting. Okay. Well, yeah, it's tough, I guess. I don't know. As someone who does it full time, I don't know. I don't really feel that pressure, I guess. But maybe that's just because I don't have too many bills or anything like that. I'm not paying off loans or anything. I just have my house, and that's about it, and a couple other things. So, I don't know.
For sure.
I like
Moving
it.
on, though.
Yeah, moving on.
Use hashtag YuckCast.
Yo, these
Why are you
transitions
laughing?
are crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
that
you
was a
just-
fire
y'all-
transition. Like, moving on. Like,
You'll have to chop that up.
Moving on from the YuckCast Q&A, use hashtag YuckCast on Twitter to be a part of next week's Q&A. We're going to talk about some more Uber stuff. You guys seem to love the conversation on Ubers. I think that was 2 weeks ago, maybe? I don't know.
And
But,
the one we just had, I think. That was pretty funny. I've never heard of a chick doing that or anyone, really.
Yeah, that's definitely a good Uber story.
It's a
but
good
a little
Uber
different
story.
of a
Wait,
route
what?
today.
like,
It's
Yeah.
amazing. Well, it's a
Good
good.
to
It's
listen
like
to.
yeah, like it's a good story. It's not
Better
good that
me
it
than you.
happened, but like it's a good story. It's like a what not to do. Like Mike, you just taught me like I'm never buying a chick a $50 Uber.
I would never buy anyone
No,
an
you're
Uber. They
never
could just drive
buying the
halfway across
chicken
the country.
Uber. Don't buy any chicken Uber. It just.
I would never do that.
Yeah.
That's a terrible idea.
Like I got a car. Like I'm gonna pick you up, and I'm not about to be your Uber taking you
sounded
anywhere
so
else
funny.
but my place or the place I'm going.
That
like
sounds
nah.
crazy.
Anyway,
That sounds crazy.
Like, I got a car. Yeah.
So
look,
she get in and she like, ew, I want to go somewhere else. He like, nah, we going to my place.
well, if she's trying to finesse me, I'm gonna just like drop
You
her
gonna
off
double
at her
finesse her and
place.
take her to your place?
He gonna
No.
double
I'm not gonna do that. But I'm not gonna be like, you got me. I'll just drop you off wherever and waste my gas
Instead,
money.
he's
Like,
gonna be like,
nah.
I got
If she's
you.
trying to
Come back
finesse
to
me,
my
What if the
place.
I'm gonna
combo's
just drop
good?
her back at her place. What?
What if the combo's good and what if you're closer to her destination than turning around and taking her back home? You not just gonna finish the trip?
I don't know. Maybe I'll just drop her off wherever and block her. I don't know.
That'll
It's a
get
tough
her.
situation to be in.
Damn, you're gonna drop a
Yeah,
poor
that'll
lady
get her.
off in the
Never
middle
be
of
a-
nowhere out in fucking Texas? That sounds terrible.
It's not in like.
What about the
Not
coyotes?
like the
and stuff?
random-
Damn.
What?
What about the coyotes,
What?
bro? You ain't got coyotes there?
I've never seen a coyote here. I'm sure they're there. I haven't seen one. Anyways, though, the question was, if you could have anyone as an Uber driver, who would it be?
Tom Brady. I think that'd be a really cool Uber drive. I don't know how good his driving skills are, but that'd be a cool ass drive, man. Just talk, chill. Like, that'd be the only Uber driver I actually want to talk to. Like, you know how they do that with like Richard Sherman and LeBron and all that stuff. I know Richard Sherman did one where he posed as an Uber driver. That'd be pretty cool too. I like him. But yeah, it'd be really cool to have Tom Brady drive me around and we're just like talking football and stuff. That'd be cool. What about you guys?
I have multiple answers.
So go with
Berg,
one.
you go
Or just show
first.
us
You go
something.
first, Berg.
I'm
You
only
go
gonna give one answer. I'm
right?
gonna go Dave Chappelle. Like I really like Dave Chappelle, and I found
Ooh,
him
that's a
really,
good
really,
one.
really funny. So
That'd
I
be
just
cool.
feel like maybe
That'd be
like
cool.
a hour airport drive with Dave Chappelle would be like fucking amazing.
That would be amazing. You'd have to like record that. I feel like.
Yeah, like I
Be like a
fucking
stand-up routine,
periscope
probably.
that shit and like bootleg it
That'd
and
be
sell it or
cool.
some shit.
Right? Sell it like a Netflix exclusive.
Yeah, I'd upload that
be
shit,
cool.
get like 20 million views. It'd be amazing.
That would be funny. That's a good one. What you
Mike,
got,
what
Mikey?
about you?
Man, this is a tough one. I'd probably have to go with. This guy's been growing on me a lot lately, but probably Juju Smith-Schuster, because like
That'd be cool,
he
too.
always seems like he's doing like fun shit, you know, like he always like. Whether it's like his head ass campaign about 2 months ago about trying to get LeBron to go to the Steelers was like whack but like funny. I kind of mess with that because like I have a similar type of sense of humor. And like my man's was at Coachella about a couple of weeks ago, so he could definitely turn up.
Yeah, y'all would relate. I feel like y'all would get along well.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So probably Juju. He's also like
about you,
around
Nick?
my age. Yeah.
Yeah, like he's not
True.
like an old dude or anything. It's pretty good.
For me, this is a tough question.
You gonna pick a
honestly,
baddie?
man.
None of us picked chicks.
Bro, that's what I was thinking, but like I can't think of a specific girl in particular that I'd want as my Uber driver. Like
Shooting
maybe
your
like
shot?
Vanessa
What do you mean
Hudgens.
shoot your shot? What are you doing?
Yes,
What
I
are you
would.
doing?
I'm not gonna lie, you might not shoot your shot. Like,
I might not. You're right. That's crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Maybe not. Yeah, I wouldn't shoot my shot because she's like working it. I don't like shooting my shot at a girl who's
Shut
like
up. That's a
doing their
whack
job.
excuse.
Bro, I was
like
literally
there's a better
No,
chance
like-
that you kidnap her than shoot your shot.
Bro, like
According
I
to
feel
what
like
you
that's
just told
hella
us.
uncomfortable shooting your shot at an Uber driver. Like Like, that's hella uncomfortable.
I've definitely done
And
that.
then, like, if she doesn't like the shot, she's going to give me a bad feedback
You don't
on
shoot
Uber.
your shot and
And
be
then,
like, hey, you want to go on a date, but you can flirt, and if she shows interest,
definitely
you
flirt with
continue,
her.
and if she doesn't,
Yeah,
you
but
fall
if I-
back. Like,
if I
It's
flirt
literally
and she
that.
doesn't show interest, if she doesn't show interest, that's like an instant, like, oh, she's going to fuck up my Uber rating.
Why
Why
do
you
you
gonna
care about
passenger?
your
Cares about
Uber
the
rating, bro?
What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
who cares?
Yo,
about
worst
that?
It's
case,
something I take pride in.
worst case, your-
I like my Uber
Worst
rating.
case, your Uber
Bro,
rating
I've literally
goes to
thrown up
shit.
in an Uber rating, and I don't even know. I think I still have like a 4.
All right, who's your guy? Like, who the fuck are you taking this one Uber with? Name one person.
Yeah. Wait, taking it with
Jeff Bezos
Oh.
said it.
who? I don't know what it is.
Amazon CEO.
Oh, okay.
And why
I do
Jeff
know that
Bezos?
is.
Why?
Because I feel like I could learn a lot from him, and he would be a good guy to have a
What the
conversation
fuck could you
with.
learn
think
from
he'd be
him?
just-
Wait. So
You
He
think
could
he'd be
give
just
me a
giving out free
job,
info?
probably.
What? You think he just gives a job?
Okay, I was
Amazon
gonna say
doesn't
fucking
do
Kevin
locker
Hart.
codes, Nick. Like, what are you talking about?
Right? Yeah.
Shut your bitch ass up. I was
Don't
gonna
do no
do
locker
I was
codes.
gonna do Kevin Hart, but Berg already said Dave Chappelle, and I wanted to be different, alright? And I was gonna do a baddie, but then I'm a bitch. I wouldn't shoot. So fuck it.
It's really
Jeff
it's-
Bezos.
it's-
No. I have a new one. Mark fucking Cuban.
Bro, you've
That's
had
mine.
3.
Mark
Like,
Cuban.
sorry,
Alright,
can I
that's a little
change
bit
mine?
better.
Can I change mine?
Final
Like-
answer. Mark Cuban.
Like,
Cuban's a good
You
one.
gave us-
I think he'd be
I
entertaining.
feel like Mark Cuban's more approachable than Jeff Bezos. Like
Although
Mark
you-
Cuban,
I
it's
think
like,
Mark
yeah.
Cuban would shut your shit down though. You'd come at him sideways, and he just wouldn't be having
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, you
I've
would.
seen enough Shark Tank to a point where I know how to come at Mark Cuban.
that. Do you?
I feel like that's something every
Yes.
person on Shark Tank says. Like, every person that's going on is like,
Yeah.
I've watched a lot of Shark Tank. I know what he's looking for. Like,
And then he
And
just
they
shits on
fuck up.
them. Yeah.
Ah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm smarter than them,
it's really
though.
funny. 'Cause
Anyways,
I actually had a baddie
Mark
pick me
Cuban.
up in a lift last night, and like I was really hyped. I was like so gassed. I saw like
Ooh.
her picture on the lift and everything, and I literally like I was thinking, all right, I know what I'm gonna do, because typically I don't know about you guys, when I get in an Uber or a Lyft, I immediately go to the back seat. Right?
Really?
Yeah, I
Wow,
immediately
I
go
don't-
to the back
I
seat. But
usually
like,
go front.
if I want to talk to the person, I'll go to the front. But this chick, like, I think this chick knew what was going down, because she had an elaborate setup. So I go to the front seat, but her purse is on the front seat. There's a bunch of shit on the front seat, you know? So I'm like, okay, I'm going to the back. I'll just like try to talk to her from the back. And I go to the back seat. This girl blasts her music, you know. I'll like talk to her, and she'll keep the music up, and I'm like, this is low key like genius, honestly. Like, this girl's a genius. Like, this is how she could get like nobody to talk to her, because like I'm in the back seat, I can't make eye contact, I can't talk. Like, it was disappointing, but I had to respect the hustle.
I'm gonna be
was
honest.
the music good?
The music, she was playing like James Blunt.
That's not that bad.
Yeah.
James Blunt.
I
He makes
always
that
sit
song,
in
You're
the front.
Beautiful,
Yo,
right?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
always sit in the
okay.
front just in case. Like, you never know. And I feel like if you sit in the front, no one's kidnapping you in the front seat. Like, front seat, I can grab the wheel and we going off the road. But if you're in the back,
You're taking both of y'all down.
No. I'll just like slow the car down and then jump out.
Nah.
Like, but you're not doing
if
that
I'm
in the back seat.
I'm
like.
choking you out. You try some crazy shit. I got a mean grip on me. Like, I'm just choking
It's a
you.
good point.
Wait,
That's
so
a
you
good
sit
point.
behind the driver?
You could choke them
No,
out from
but
behind
if
them,
some
I guess,
crazy shit
but-
start going down, I'll
Yeah.
slide over and hit it with a mean
Yeah, you
chokehold.
could do that. You could do that. That's not a bad point.
Bro, I'm always in the back right seat.
Yeah,
like,
same.
always. Like, I've never sat in the front. Like, back right seat. I'm not behind the driver. Usually the best leg room. Like, that's usually me.
I sat behind a driver once just because he was like a paid driver, so like he was supposed to bring me to a certain destination, like, so yeah.
But I recently sat
different.
behind the driver, and it was so weird because they were trying to carry on a convo while I'm looking at their fucking headrest. Like, this is stupid. Like,
yeah.
Oh, me and that guy were not talking at all. We were just out cold. Yeah.
I thought it was just like
That's
it was just like a normal society like thing, you know, like a social norm that everyone understood. Like, if I'm getting in the back seat, I don't want to fucking talk. I just thought like everyone knew that.
It should be.
Yeah.
It should be.
Earlier in the podcast, Mike told us about how some female finessed him using both Tinder and Uber. So we're going to move on from Uber to some weird or good Tinder stories. I know all four of us have had our Tinder phases. So yeah, we're going to talk about our weird Tinder stories or Tinder experiences.
My first question
For those who don't know, Tinder is a dating app, online dating app.
everyone
Well,
knows
my
what
first
Tinder
question
is.
for you
Not
guys,
everyone
before we
does,
get
I
into
think.
Tinder, I need to ask you guys a question. What other dating apps do you have besides Tinder? Or you,
None. I am a
None.
loyal, faithful man to my girl.
oh,
But yeah,
All right,
that's just me.
I will answer this question. I have what do I have? I have Bumble. It's trash.
Bumble, hella trash.
I have Badoo. It's really trash.
that?
Don't go on Badoo. It's trash.
What's Badoo?
I used to have POF. I deleted my POF. That's also trash. I have this app called Hater. Super trash. I just deleted this app called Clover. I don't think I ever signed up, but I downloaded it. But yeah, mostly Tinder is the one I use the most.
How about you, Berg?
Same, just Tinder. I didn't even do them other ones.
So
Lie.
You got
I
a
feel like he's
Bumble.
lying.
I don't
lying.
have a Bumble.
So
Wasn't there like a what was the one that Bud used a while back? He told us about.
Bro, Bud and Coop be suggesting the worst dating apps. Like, I don't know, but
Wasn't there
whatever
like
he
a black?
suggested,
Wasn't there like a
it was
like one
ass.
for black people? I thought there was one of those.
What was that shit? Soul
Blackpeoplemeet.com?
Swipe. Soul
Yes,
Oh.
there you go. That's what I was talking about. I was trying to remember the name, but I couldn't. But yeah,
Soul
you didn't use
Swipe.
that?
Who, me?
Nah, you're not black. What?
You're
mean, like, I
asking
can
me
be
to
black
use
women.
black Tinder because I'm black. Wow.
Yeah, isn't it?
Wow.
What? It's for black people. What?
Wow. No, it's for soulful
it.
people, and we all have souls. And
Is that what it is?
No, it's called Soul Swipe. If you have a soul, you can be on it, Bake.
I don't have a soul. We already know that. Like, I don't got no soul.
Oh,
But all right, big bet. Just Tinder for Berg. All right, interesting. So who going to start off with the first story? Though?
I'm also on Twitch. That's one of the best
Twitch
dating
will-
apps.
Are you-
Twitter,
Bro, Twitch is a dumb
Instagram.
fire dating app.
Have you ever met a girl off Twitch?
Kind of.
I met a girl out. I
feel
meet
like
a
you're
lot
lying.
of
That
girls
sounds like a thing.
advertising.
We know
their
he met
Twitch
I was talking to
on
my
Twitter.
ex-girlfriend.
Like, what?
You did? Oh yeah, you did. I forgot about that.
He admitted his
Well, that
wife
was
off
Twitter.
Twitch. Like, what are you talking about?
That was Twitter.
That was
wasn't
Twitter and Twitch. Like,
Okay.
it was both.
It? All right. So I guess you have one. Then you got one. I'll give you that. All right.
So where's Tinder
I've
stories?
talked to
What we
some
got?
girls from Twitch.
So I guess I'll go first.
Don't be afraid of the topic. We can't do the topic if everybody's afraid of this bitch.
I am not afraid of
I'm not
shit. I
afraid
got
of it.
y'all with them. No one's gonna be able to top the story though.
All right, Mike,
so,
tell us your worst Tinder story. Go.
So
Yeah,
about
go.
3 months ago, I super liked this girl on Tinder, and you know a little bit about me is like I moved to LA mainly because my parents are Iranian and they're Jewish, and LA is like the only place that has like an Iranian Jewish community because like it's a kind of strange mix, you know what I mean? So pretty much I've never, since I lived in Texas the first 10 years of my life, I've always been kind of like the odd one out. I was never able to date Iranian Jewish women because they were just so different from me. So this chick on Tinder was like Iranian, Jewish, really hot, had her shit together, was going to law school, super liked her. She was in, I didn't know this up until like 2 or 3 dates in, but she was only visiting LA for like a couple of weeks. So we go on a couple dates and like we're really hitting it off. And towards the end, like the very end, right as she's about to leave, she's hitting me with the whole blah, blah, blah. I'ma miss you, blah, blah, blah. Let's keep in touch. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. So 2 weeks after she leaves, she says, hey, let's go to, do you want to go to Las Vegas with me? And like me being me, I'm thinking, Las Vegas sounds kind of trash with a girl because like it just does. It's like you can't go to Vegas with a chick. Like, why would you bring food to a buffet? You know what I mean?
You could definitely go to Vegas with a chick, though. Like, I feel like you could definitely do that. That'd be fun.
It's bringing food.
That's married bake talking. Single bake.
Yeah,
women.
Mary
like,
Mike
nah.
said the same shit too,
Nah,
so I don't blame you.
I could definitely have tons of fun with my girl in Vegas. We'd have a blast.
We get it. You're
one of them-
married. She's not gonna listen
one
to
of
this
them
episode.
big
Continue,
baller.
Mike.
We get one of them big
All right,
baller
so-
suites. We do Vegas.
So
Ooh,
I
that'd be
tell her, fuck Vegas, let's go on a cruise together, which was a horrible idea in hindsight, but
That's another good thing to do with the girl.
that's a good thing to do with the girl. Yeah. So we go on a carnival cruise together, and like she paid for herself, I paid for myself, and on the
Yeah.
cruise she turns out to be like the most stuck up bitch ever. Like horrible. Like literally she was
You didn't know this already?
I didn't notice this. I was like, what the hell? Like, I thought I went on 3 days. I thought this would be fire. But, like, literally, like, I would go get her a burger and she'd complain about, like, you know, tiny little things about, like, oh
that's
my
the
God, how
worst.
could you get me, like, onions and pickles on my burger? These aren't even real pickles. Like, ugh, I hate
That's
this.
the worst.
And then, like, you know, I would ask a waitress a question about, like, what's in their secret food sauce, and she would get really mad at me. She said, why don't you just pretend like you know? She was just the worst. So like,
damn, she sounds like an angry person, just a bad human
no,
being.
she's a very angry person. That's something else I discovered too.
Yeah,
and
that's what it
just
sounds
for the record, her name is Christine, and you'll see why this makes sense.
Okay.
So
Okay.
on the second night of the 4-day cruise, Christine and I go out to dinner, and she tells me, like, gives me this whole speech saying, "I don't think you and I are compatible." And this is the second night of a 4-night cruise, so I'm kind of like, well, shit, you know, like, well, shit. This sucks because like
the cruise elsewhere.
yeah, it's like I'm trapped on a boat with like a girl that I can't stand. Like I'm not with my boys or anything, so I'm kind of screwed. So after dinner, she says, "Hey, Mike, let's go to the comedy show." I go to the comedy show, and she doesn't show up. So I'm watching the comedy show by myself, and I'm sitting at the very, very front. During the comedy show, the comedian is some like chick, 48 years old, complains about getting divorced all the time. Well, she's like, she tells me to like come up on stage at some point. So I come up on stage, you know, and since it's an adult show, at some point she's like, "Hey, I'll give you this t-shirt if you change into the t-shirt on stage." Well, luckily for me, I hit chest that day, so I'm like, okay, hell yeah. So like, I take off my shirt, like put on the other shirt. I do like my little peck dance, and
You do that.
I
stupid
did that
thing.
peck dance.
Mike put on
I've
the
seen
show.
him do that before.
Yeah,
All right.
And after this like crew comes up to me, it's like this guy and his wife, and the wife's sister
Jesus.
was just by herself, bored, and they pretty much said, "Hey, come hang out with us." Well, the wife's sister was actually named Christina, and Christina and I ended up spending the rest of the cruise together. You know, like, and she was loaded. She was like buying me shit. You know, it was pretty lit.
That's lit.
And like,
Did you beat?
He was a sugar baby.
What?
Mama. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
did I what?
Did you beat?
Did I beat? What did you
Let
beat
him
mean?
finish
Do you know what
story.
beat mean? Alright.
Nah,
How you not know what beat means?
I don't know what beat means.
Let him finish his story.
I think he beat.
Yeah, that's pretty much the end of the story. Christine ended up finding out, which is even better, but like, because she kind of deserved it. But like,
What'd she say?
literally, like the night before she found out, she like cursed me out like completely for no reason.
Damn.
And I told her like straight up, like, look, just do the rest of the cruise by yourself. I'm gonna just go do me. And then she saw us like hanging out together, and she didn't really say anything. She just gave me a look, and I'm like, eh. I don't know. She was your typical like, yeah. I was like, eh. She was like your typical snobby like rich chick that was like that was like super entitled. It was kind of nice for her to see that.
Damn, that's
So
wild.
y'all weren't staying in the same
were.
room? You and Chris. Oh, you
Yeah,
were.
Where did you
and y'all
stay those
still,
last
like,
few nights?
I stayed in the other chick's room because, you know.
Okay, that's what I
Hey!
thought. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Because that would
I
have
think
been
that
weird
answers
going
the
back to
question
room.
of if he beat.
Yeah.
If he beats. Oh, Jesus. That's a good
I
one.
say
That's
that
pretty
weird.
good.
Yo, so like you don't know a girl until you go on vacation with her. Like you really don't. Like going on vacation with the girl is a really good way to see what the relationship is actually like. Because when you're not on vacation, you guys can like do your own thing and you don't have to be doing the same thing. But when you're on vacation, you guys have to be together for that like period of time, however long it is. So like you really know if you're compatible with somebody when you go on vacation.
That's
with them.
true.
It's crazy.
That's definitely true.
Interesting.
So like if anybody that's watching this is on the fence about a girl, go on vacation with her, and if it's trash, end it.
And if it's trash,
You
they're
know
going to come
the
back
real
to
hurt.
Nick and ask for the refund for the vacation they just paid for.
Don't pay for her vacation.
You just endorsed the vacation. Someone's like on the
No.
borderline. and now
I'm
you're
talking about
endorsing
pay for your half. Have a good time, obviously, but
it. Yeah.
do what Mike did, I guess. I don't know.
So,
Mike,
Nick,
do you
you got-
regret going on the cruise?
No, I think I made the best out of a bad situation, and I taught myself that
Yeah.
I could like thrive even if I'm in a fairly like crappy situation. So, you know, I don't regret it. It could have been worse. I could have paid for the girl. So,
It's perseverance
There you
right
go.
there.
yeah, so like that's a huge dub, the fact that I didn't.
Yeah,
But nah, man, I had a blast.
that's good.
What about you, Nick? We got any Tinder stories? Anything interesting
Tinder
recently?
stories. I am a Tinder veteran at this point.
A veteran,
I've been
so you got some
through-
stories then. I know you got something.
I've been through my fair share of matches, fair share of locations, fair share of catfishes, all that stuff.
You got catfish. Tell me about that.
Man, this wasn't even on Tinder. This was on Bumble, which is even more wild because Bumble's supposed to be like the cleaner app where you find more wholesome girls.
Nah, it's just feminist
Okay.
Tinder.
So like, pretty much. But this was like right after I got out of my last relationship, so I was a little bit what's the word I'm looking for?
Melancholy? Down?
No,
Eager? Rebound?
Rebound. Yeah, I was trying to do a rebound. Just like, you know what, I get
Get yourself back out there. Put the board back up,
like,
you know?
get myself back in the game. You know, I had to. So
Quick bounce back.
obviously, a little bit of bounce backs. Obviously, my brain wasn't working the way it was supposed to.
Ah.
And I was messaging this girl, and like, I knew she wasn't that attractive, right? But like, I thought she was like maybe like a 6, which is like, okay, a 6, not the best, but not the worst. You can go worse. So like, she had planned to come over, do what people do off of dating apps. You know how that goes.
Stop. We got to say, we all warned you. Yo, this might not be a 6.
No. Let me tell my story.
I don't know if I warned you or not, but
Bake told me to go for it.
I think I might have gassed you.
Berg warned me. Bake gassed me
You
up.
asked
And I'm like, you know
the
what,
majority of
Bake?
the chat was like, nah, this ain't the one.
No.
Chief.
The only people that answered were you and Bake. Bake gassed me up. You said don't do it.
I
Cool?
might have gassed you up.
Bake 100% gassed me up. And I'm like, you know what? And not only did Bake gas me up, this other girl who was a friend of my ex also gassed me up into doing it. She's like, you got to do it. You got to get over it, which is kind of a wild story.
I definitely remember this now.
So she was gassing me up, and her gas up was like the final, like, all right, fuck it. I got to do this, right? So before the girl comes over, though, I had already set a little joint in play. I had set a little backup plan in play. I was like, yo, if this girl is like disgusting or things aren't going well, I had told this girl that was a friend of mine in California that, okay, just come like knocking on my window if things are going bad. It's like, I'm gonna text you if things are going bad and just come knock on my window, and I'm gonna just lie to the chick and I'm gonna be like, yo, that's my girlfriend, you gotta go, and like send her out the back door. And it's great that I set that plan up beforehand. It is really good because that girl showed up, and like, you know how some girls be like finessing the angles so they don't look as large as they are? Yeah, a lot of girls do that. So she had done that. She was really, really big, and like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, we're all into different things. That's not really my cup of tea, but like, she was like really big, and not only was she big, she was like smelly and just like gross. Like she like.
Bro, I know someone else with a smelly, gross Tinder story, but I'm gonna let you.
I'll tell that story after. No, I'll tell that story after.
Smelly, gross. It was just it was disgusting. It was disgusting. Like the minute she got there, I'm like, fuck, this is bad. This is bad. Why did I do this? Should have listened to Berg. Shouldn't have listened to Bake. It was just bad. So I essentially, like, as soon as she got there, I was like, yo, I gotta use the bathroom. I had texted the girl, and then she's like as soon as like we just like went and sat down in my room, and she started kissing me, and like I was trying to stall as much as I can so I didn't have to do anything with this girl until the other girl who was gonna knock on my window came through and knocked on my window and did what she had to do. So I was really trying to stall. Like, I think I went to the bathroom like 2 times. I got like 3 glasses of water. Like, I was really trying to stall everything. Finally, Kayla, White Knight, or not White Knight, but freaking saved me, knocks on the window, and I'm like, oh shit, that's my girlfriend. And the girl was like, oh my gosh, why would you do this? What the fuck? And
that's a fire.
You're terrible, like yada yada yada. And I was like, I'm sorry.
She was a cheater, yo.
And, yeah, she went out the back door, and then like she cussed me out via messages, and I'm like, yeah, I'm a terrible person. You should just block me. Like, just block me and move on. I'm sorry. I'm a shitty person. Yada yada yada. Just try.
You suggested she block you?
Yeah, I was like, just block me and move on. Like, I was honestly scared that this chick was gonna try to like kill me or something. Like, I was literally like always looking over my shoulder for the next like 2 weeks that I was there. Like, yeah, so like 3 girls came and saved the day, knocked on my window, and they were gonna say like, oh, I left my, I don't know what they were gonna say, but I was like, oh, that's my girlfriend, when they were saying something through the window, and I don't know what they were saying, but it wasn't that, like, so it almost went to shit. Damn, but it went okay. Day was saved.
Yo, that's hilarious.
Bad.
So I know why I gassed you up about that is because as Berg just hinted at, I remember. So this is like 3 years ago. So I remember some chick hit me up on Tinder or whatever, and her photos looked pretty crappy, and like they were taken with like a laptop camera or something, like so low quality. Now I just didn't put two and two together. I think I might have like Skyped with her or something. I think I went over to hang out with her that night, and my God, it was literally a nightmare. So this is why I gassed Nick to go up, just because like I think I wanted to get a good story, or like, hey, maybe I want Nick to adventure something.
A story,
Oh my God!
No, I'm telling it right now. I'm telling it right now. Relax.
Trash.
So I go over there. I drive like I don't know, it's like 30 minutes or something. It was pretty annoying because like that's a long drive for me. I'm not trying to do this. It's a mission, yeah.
Wait.
So wait, we
before
go
you
up
get
there.
into that, the girl drove an hour to come see me.
Yeah, that girl did drive a while to see you. That's crazy. An hour is.
I'm trash.
That's 2 hours. Yeah, that's crazy. So I go over there. I just I didn't have nothing to do, so I was like, you know what, fuck it, let's do this. And so we go over there, and first I get there, and this place is nasty. It is like a trap house. I really didn't have a good understanding of a trap house till I got there. Like, there was a lot of people in this house. There was, like, garbage everywhere. There was, like, a baby crying. And it was terrible. So we go up to her room. We're just sitting there. She got stanky breath. She smells. We're just sitting there watching TV. And we're watching something awful, too, that, like, I can't stand. Now, my thoughts was, this is a nightmare. How do I get out of here? What can I do? I went through a couple of scenarios. I could jump out the window. My legs are probably going to break. I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to drive out of there. I was, like, low-key afraid of getting kidnapped. There was so many people in that place. It was crazy. So, at some point, she tried to hold my hand. I said, like, no. Like, I was like, nah, I'm good. Like dead ass. I was just, like, pull my hand back. Like, I was like, nah, I'm good. And then, like, I was like, I got to go to the bathroom. So, I go to the bathroom. I was going to sneak out. But I brought a backpack. Like, I usually bring a backpack wherever I go. I brought it with some stuff. Like, I always got supplies. Nah, I really do, though.
You pack your thought bag. Why are you lying?
I got some water. You never know what can go on.
Yo, so wait, what was in that backpack?
Probably had water.
The thought essentials. Come on. What are you talking about?
Had, like, some toothbrush, maybe. Who knows? I might even had a blanket in case I get stranded in the middle of nowhere. You never know. So, yeah.
You telling me you didn't have condoms in that backpack?
Oh, no, man. Probably. Might have. I don't know. They might have just been in there, though. Like, you never know. So, yeah. I go to bathroom. And this was, like, a nice Jordan backpack, too. Like, I didn't want to, like, just leave it. That's why, like, so when I go to the bathroom, I'm like, shit, I don't have my backpack. I can't just dip out. So, I go back in, and she tried to put on a movie. I had only been there for, like, 30 minutes max. Like, I was trying to get out. Again, she tried to hold my hand. I was like, literally, no. Like, I've never told anyone no to that. That's so wild. And it was like, it was straight up like, no, don't touch my hand. So, literally, I go back, and I'm just like, yeah, I gotta go. I got something going on or something. Like, just like that. And she was like, oh, really? Like, that's, yeah? And I'm like, yeah, I gotta go. So I grab my bag, and I'm just out of there right then and there. I think I got some, like, Wendy's. So it wasn't that bad, and I did get some Wendy's, but, yeah, it was terrible. Oh, my goodness. I've never met a more, like, just uncleansly human being. You'd think if someone was coming over to hang out, like, you'd be clean, and you'd smell decent, and, like,
Yeah.
You don't tell bitches
Like-
to bathe? Like, make sure you fresh?
Bro, that's like a given. Like, I shouldn't
Bro.
have to tell a chick she needs to come with not
Yeah,
stanky
like, that's
breath.
like-
and,
that's
Like,
like
if you're gonna
the
go on a
flick-
date, you shave,
like,
you usually
yeah,
look good,
like,
Yeah,
straight up.
like,
clean
dog,
yourself up.
Before, even if it's like I don't even have plans of the girl coming back to my apartment, even
You
if it's
still-
just a
yeah,
date,
you look
like,
good in the
beforehand, I'll always clean my apartment. I'll always
You don't wanna
take
look
a shower,
bad in public,
shave what I
yeah.
need to shave, like always. Like, that's a given.
shaving your
Usually I
butt?
clean my car too. Yo,
You
what?
shave your butt.
Shave your
Bro,
butt.
Nick don't even grow hair in his butt, I bet. That man
Huh?
don't have hair in his face either.
What?
What?
What? I got another story, though. Another one that's
There you
pretty...
go.
I don't know if it's interesting, but I find it interesting. So, I remember this is way before then. This was like when Tinder first started up, I think. So, it was pretty, like, new and random. And this is my first experience with this. So, I was talking to this one girl, and I don't know, she was cool. We were going to hit it up. We were going to go just shopping and stuff, just chill, go walk around at the mall or something. So, we planned it on Monday to do it on Saturday. So, we're talking all up till, like, Thursday, Friday. And then she's like, yo, I'll hit you up in the morning. Saturday morning comes, she ain't hit me up. I had her number. I texted her. She didn't text me back for like 3-4 hours. So I called her. Didn't pick up, no nothing like that. She straight up ghosted on me. And I was like, wow, this is pretty like rude of her. Like, I literally was like, she must have got eaten by a bear because it was so weird. There was no signs. She was like, yo, we're good to go. Like I can't wait. Like she had all this stuff she wanted to do. So turns out I looked this up. I remember I looked this up like last year or something. That like I just took her number. I think I was like, this might have been like last year or the year before. But I took her number and I put it in on Facebook because I was like, damn, what happened to that girl? Like she might have died. I don't really know. Like so many things could happen. I actually thought she might have got attacked by a bear or something. So I looked up her number. Turns out she actually is into women and she is married. Like that was crazy. I don't know. So maybe that was why. Maybe she wasn't into dudes and like I don't know. Maybe she realized that. Maybe she had like a life-changing moment. I don't know, dude. But yeah, that was weird. She just ghosted. I think that's so rude, to be honest. The ghosting thing, like super rude. But
bro, when a girl ghosts me, like my instant thought is, all right, she died. Like it's nice knowing you. Like she's dead now.
No, but like I actually think they might have died though. Like I feel bad. Like I feel like I should contact their family or something. Like
yeah.
I mean, like that's kind of like what I do whenever I have a first Tinder date is like. This is gonna seem borderline like sociopathic, but I usually tell like another girl, ask them if they want to hang out like an hour and a half later, just in case to kind of have like a backup plan.
In case first one doesn't go through.
Yeah, so
okay.
like
yeah,
I actually so like 2 weeks ago, was it 2 weeks ago? I think it was 2 weeks ago. I was supposed to go on a date with this girl who actually was trying to become a YouTuber, and I said, all right, yeah, let's like go get ice cream, whatever. Ice cream is a very fire first date, by the way. It's only $5. Yeah. It's like, it's the go-to, it's the move. And then like it melts really quickly. You're done in like 10 minutes.
Taco ice cream, Mike?
Well, I don't like, we have a lot of like trendy ice cream spots. Like,
yo, have you been to Cream?
I've never been to Cream, but like, so
Cream
we
is
just
fire.
got Salt and Straw in LA. And we also have that like rolled ice cream. Do you guys have that?
I've seen that. Yeah.
Thai ice cream.
That's just everywhere.
Yeah,
so frozen ice
so like
cream.
there's like 2 spots right next to my house that I'll usually take the chick to. And then like after 10-15 minutes the ice cream part is over and you like ask them if they want to go to like a View or like, you know, grab a beer or something. They'll usually say yes and then you'll bring them back over to watch The Office and just watch The Office and nothing else. But here's what happened. Literally, I took a nap from like 7 to 8, and we were supposed to go on this date at 9, and the chick seemed very down. So, like, I wake up at 8, and I see, like, I text this chick, hey, are we still on? And at 8:45, she texts me saying, hey, why are we meeting up so late? And I'm like, well, it's 9 o'clock. It's like a perfectly good time to like meet up. I don't know when else you would want to meet up. Cause like, I don't know how bad traffic is where you guys are from, but in LA, you can't really get anywhere at 7.
LA traffic's crazy bad.
It's ridiculously bad. So like you have to wait until 8 or 9 to do shit. So she's pretty much showing resistance. And I'm like, look, like this is, I'm not going to really, like, try to do anything funny if you feel uncomfortable or anything. Like, I'm a fairly respectful dude. If you're really that uncomfortable with the prospect of meeting me for ice cream, we could cancel. I don't want you to do this against your will. And she didn't answer back. But weirdly enough, she still likes my Instagram pictures. Really freaking weird, but whatever. She cancels. I meet up with another girl, like, I don't know, an hour and a half later. So I guess like what I'm trying to say is the important thing to take away from this is to make sure to always have a backup plan and an exit strategy.
Definitely should have an exit strategy. That's
exit strategy is
backup
key.
plan is also
Speaking
you don't want
of
to be in a
exit
situation
strategies,
you
we got a new Fortnite update, boys. How we feel
Whoa.
about it?
No, Berg.
Yeah, no,
you
no.
have Tinder
That wasn't a good exit strategy?
That was a fire. That was a fire move,
stories
bro. That was
to
a
share.
fire play, bro.
Let us hear some stories, Bergie.
I don't really have too many. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't have too many.
No.
Yes,
No,
you do.
and then like the
Definitely
bad
not.
experiences, I like bury and like suppress them, and like I try to forget about them. It's like I don't.
See, I don't mind you doing
we
that.
need a story
That
out of you,
sounds
Berg.
really
Like, we
healthy.
need a story.
It's definitely
No,
not
it's definitely
healthy, but
healthy.
it helps me get through the pain.
No, it's healthy.
Mike. It helps me get through the pain.
Like you just forget about it. It never happened. Like I don't mind that.
Now, the last trash from this freshest in my brain. That chick had a cat in her apartment, and like
Ooh.
the cat smell was really strong. So that kind of made my dick soft. And then the cat was like jumping around the apartment. So like we were like there, and like the cat would be like on my neck and shit. So like once again, my penis was like really soft throughout this whole process. So that was pretty bad. Then she straddled me and started trying to kiss me. And I'm a knower when it comes to kisses. Like I don't be kissing Tinder bitches.
I'm with that shit. I'm with that shit. Oh my god.
Dead ass. But she straddled me, so it's like, whoa, I'm stuck. Like I felt compromised.
You can't get up. Yeah.
I really felt compromised. So then she went in for the kiss, and I was just there frozen, and it really wasn't that great. It was a really terrible experience. I'm gonna leave that at that. I'm gonna leave that at that.
She sounds like she was sloppy kisser too, like licking.
She's a terrible kisser.
That's the worst.
I don't know if it's a white person thing. I don't really know. But it just felt like she was pecking me with her small white lips. I was like, stop that. Like I don't know.
I
really hated it.
I feel like there's a lot of girls who are trash kissers. Like a lot of girls who are trash kissers. But at the same time,
for a kiss to be good, both parties have to be interested. And I wasn't interested in the least bit. So I was just like really compromised, really shook. I think I ended up telling her I got to do construction in the morning. I got to get out of here. I got her
construction in the morning.
That motherfucker had to do building on Fortnite. That's crazy.
So my go-to lie is I got work. I work in construction. I work crazy hours. I gotta go.
I gotta rest up. Yeah.
So I hit her with that joint and I dipped out of there. Like,
That's funny. That's a good
I remember another Tinder date I went on was I thought this girl was a baddie, right? Like Berg knows, I think Shake knows too. Like I told him about this girl before. I thought she was a baddie.
Yeah, I do.
So I was like, and this girl, she's in beauty school, so like she's gonna give me a haircut, then we're gonna go out to dinner, whatever. So she comes over to my apartment to give me a haircut. She gives me a trash haircut. Like the shit was terrible.
Oh, you told me about that.
Then we go on this really, really trash date where, like, first and foremost, she did not look nearly as good as she did in her pictures. Like, her pictures had me fooled. Like, I was like, all right, this girl's like an 8 or a 9. This is crazy. Like, she was probably like a 6.5, maybe a 7. Like, I felt finessed.
That's not even that bad, though. Wait, that's like 1 grade drop.
No, it was like 2. It was like 2 grade drops.
That's not that bad. That's all right.
I thought and she was like had like a in my like I don't know. I just wasn't attracted to her personality. You thought you found your wife, and when she got there, either. Yeah, like I thought like this like I had high hopes for this one. Like we had a lot of similar interests. But yeah, date was trash. And yeah, it was just a trash date. She gave me a trash haircut. It was really tragic because, like, not only was the date trash, like, I had to remember the trash date with a trash haircut.
Why didn't
like,
you
I
get a haircut
look in the
real
mirror.
Quick? Like, go get
yeah, like, I had to look in the mirror and be like, trash date, trash cut. This is trash. Like, it was bad.
That sounds miserable. That's
worse. So never trust a Tinder girl with your haircut. Don't do that.
Bro, I barely...
More of that story.
We're going to discuss our worst or best Tinder tips, bro. I'm not a Tinder veteran, but I have had some talking about getting bad advice on Tinder. In particular for Mikey.
From Mikey.
Mike's told me 2 things. He said, 1, instead of sending dick pics, send chicks a picture of your ass. Super trash advice.
What? I said the opposite, if anything.
Wait, how do you even take a picture?
I don't know. Ask Mike. That's some kinky shit he told me to do. Super trash.
You squat? You probably got a nice ass if you squat.
So wait. So is it like a booty pic or like you sending a pic of your asshole?
I don't know. Should my balls be in a pic? I don't know.
Bro, no, because you want something for them to look forward to. Like, bro, like you squat 2 plates. So do you send your whole ass? Do you send you in briefs? Like, what do you send? Bro, I send it in briefs, and sometimes I'll send it nude. Like.
I do be looking good in my Calvin Kleins. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, bro, you lift like girls like the muscular look, especially because Berg, you're in like I think you're like in Atlanta, right, or in Georgia? You told me
something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Like in LA, like fitness, every person here, every dude here fucking works out. Like, I bet you not as many people work out in Georgia as they do in LA. You'd probably kill it in Georgia if you send pictures like that. Keep sending those ass pics, Berg.
That was wild advice.
It works.
Well, sending booty pics is crazy.
I think he said for the profile pic, Mike once had a bra on in his profile pic, and it was working for him. So he suggested I do the same.
What?
Yeah, it's
okay. Wild. Mike's got like the goofy vibe to him though. That won't work for you. They'll just be creeped out.
No.
If I see goofy ass Cullenberger wearing a bra, oh my god. I am done right then and there.
Like, if I see fucking big-ass Berg wearing a bra, I'm like,
you don't even know
scared.
how big I am. What are you talking about? You've never met me.
Okay, you're 6'4"
don't know
plus.
He's seen you
You
compared
don't
to me
know
in a
that.
picture. Bro, you'd be massive.
You just called yourself unapproachable earlier in the podcast. Like, what?
Berg is-
Definitely.
Nah. Ah, you got me.
I mean, the worst Tinder tips I've ever gotten is I had this one friend who's like, all into making sure he gives into the Tinder algorithm and does everything correctly. So he told me to actually swipe right and swipe left as opposed to like, okay, I'm sure we all have the same technique here. We swipe
Wait a
right on
minute, who
everything.
told
Wait
you
a
that?
minute.
Yeah.
Who told you
someone
that?
told me that.
Someone told me that too.
My friend Daniel. He's like, yo, swipe right,
Oh.
swipe left, swipe
Daniel
right, swipe left.
Cooper?
Daniel Coop. All right, fine, it was Coop, but like,
Daniel Cooper.
It was. Yo, he told you that too?
he's like swipe right, swipe left, because otherwise, like Tinder will find out you're just swiping right on everything and punish you.
That's probably true.
No, but I
That's
did
probably
it
true.
for like a month and a half, and my ugly ass didn't get any matches. And I there was a point where I
Same.
really was starting to devalue my self-worth. I was starting to say, shit, man, like
Damn.
I'm really falling off in terms of my appearance. Like maybe my personality
depressing.
trash. Like what's wrong? I'm doing everything right. I'm boosting. Even when I boost, I swipe right and swipe left. And then I found out that my entire approach was wrong. You need to swipe right on everything. As soon as I started swiping right on everything, I was getting matches off the wazoo. It was crazy. It was like Match City, and there was some way, like, don't get me wrong, there was some like girls I didn't find so attractive in there, but still, like, I was getting way more matches.
Ooh, okay.
So what made you change to swiping right
I was
on
desperate.
everybody?
I would take anyone at that point.
Okay. Because I got similar advice, and that wasn't working for me either.
Yeah.
And, like, it
Bro,
wasn't working at all.
I got that same advice, and then he tried to tell me I was too ugly for that advice. Like he gave me the advice,
What?
and he took it back. He was like, you know what? You swipe right. You swipe right. That's what you do. Like,
That's your job.
Coop big trash.
Damn.
Like,
Bro,
Don't
and
say that. He's
then,
not gonna come on the podcast now.
I was told to download this app Badoo, and that there was a bunch of baddies on Badoo. Bro, I swear to God, I'm the most attractive person
that's
on
how you
fucking
know it's a
Badoo.
trash app. Like that.
Right? When I
That
feel like a
sounds
baddie on an
trash.
app, it's
Damn.
a trash app. Like, I know I'm a top prospect on that shit. Like,
That's disgusting.
crazy. Yeah.
I want to see that.
Like, yeah, that shit was trash. But
so
yeah,
have y'all
I've gotten
giving any
some really...
tips? Y'all don't sound like you're giving tips. Like I would give
Bro.
this tip. I'd say try and make actual meaningful conversations instead of just saying hey or what up. Like try and
At
actually
me.
like or like suck your ass, whatever you be saying. That shit
Bro,
you be saying.
we
I
need
don't
to
even
live
know.
No,
swipe
that
up for the
doesn't-
podcast.
Yo,
Nick.
like here, if you guys want,
We might need that with
if
y'all
you,
too.
oh,
I think
I was
that
actually
sounds
thinking of making like a Tinder tips YouTube channel actually at some point, but
Not gonna lie, that might be right up your
yeah,
alley.
it might
To
be.
honest
But like
with you.
my best advice to like anyone that's just starting a Tinder account is like you have to kind of use it. Tinder, how do I say this? Social media is probably the greatest gift that women have ever received. Cause like a girl that's like, with all due respect, a 3 or a 4 could look like a 7 or an 8 easily. Like we've heard stories of like some of you guys getting finessed by like someone that you thought was attractive but ended up being way, way bigger in real life. So like you kind of have to.
Yeah, but how does that work out for them though? Like, how does that work out for you? Like people are gonna like if the person sees you and they're not attracted to you, it ends right there and then you just wasted your time.
I don't know, man. There's been a lot of times where I just saw the chick and I was like, and I went for it anyway. It's like,
Seriously?
yeah,
Jesus.
I mean, like she was
Damn.
there.
Wow, but that's a big move.
No, there was,
Wow.
bro.
That is-
There was a
that's
disgusting
wild, my
point.
bad.
I know we're done with the Tinder stories segment, but there was one point where a
Yeah.
chick,
What you got?
a chick literally once like drove up here and brought me food, and I was like excited because she brought me food from a place that was in only Santa Barbara and not in LA.
Yeah.
And like she brings the food to me, and she was like she was a little overweight, and she really hit it well. I have to give her props, but like she brought me the food. And she was in my house. It was wrapped in, like those little Domino's like delivery bags that seal the heatness.
The carry bags,
It
yeah,
was in
yeah.
it was in one of those, man. It was like she brought it out of one of those, and then I was like, at that point, I'm like, shit, dog. Like, she's in my house, you know. Like,
You might as well.
She's really nice. She brought me nachos. Like, if she didn't bring
put a lot of effort into it.
Sounds like a serious food eater.
Yeah, like
right
if
there,
she didn't bring me nachos, I could tell her no. But the fact that like if she brought me the nachos, I was like, okay, you know, I've been talking.
But why would you be mad that a big girl brought you food?
No,
What was you expecting? Some skinny ass girl to bring you?
I mean,
food?
Like you can like food and be skinny.
Like you get what you reap there. Yeah,
Skinny girls eat food too.
Yeah, but not always. Sometimes they don't.
But like, anyways, like back to the tip. One is to make sure you have good pictures. You could easily like pay a photographer like $200 or something to get you like 30 good pictures.
That's a
you know, it takes like 2 to 3 hours. Get some good freaking pictures, man.
You could definitely get some good pictures.
Yeah,
Not that
get
hard
some.
to do. You don't have to pay $200. That sounds like a lot.
Well,
of money.
I mean, yeah, like you get a photographer or like just buy a camera or like iPhone portrait mode with just get good pictures, man.
Take some decent pictures.
Yeah, you need some good pictures. It can't be.
I feel like in general you should just take some good pictures of yourself every now and then. Like it's always a good thing to have some memories and the pictures and to think back on. Like it's a good thing to do.
Yeah,
so,
like
it's good advice.
Quality pictures in different settings is important too. You got to look like you're not just doing the same thing every day. So you could have a good one outside. You could have a good one, like I don't know, in like doing something like adventurous. A good one at like a cool bar or something. It's also important. This is something that makes sense that you're not wearing like sunglasses in your pictures because apparently that. Like
make you look blind.
Nick, you're king sunglasses.
Yeah.
It doesn't make you look blind. It's just
you look blind in your shit.
Okay, I'm not talking about me particularly, but like girls don't feel as connected because they can't see your eyes, and that's the same too. When I'm swiping on a girl and she never shows her eyes in any of the pic, I'm thinking, okay, this girl has some really crazy eyes.
So she might be hiding them. Hey.
And then apparently group pictures also aren't the wave because like if they have to like do work to tell who you are, like they have a better chance of swiping left.
Like
some good tips.
Personally, Nick. Like also no shirtless mirror selfies. Like if you want a shirtless picture, make sure you're at the beach or something. Because if you
that's a good tip right
Yeah, like you could be like slick in the way you like present your pictures. Like if you want to have your shirtless body, make sure you're not like doing it in a douchey way. Make sure you're like slick in your approach, and also your bio, don't take it too seriously. Like my bio is something simple, and make sure you're.
What's your bio?
My bio here. Let me pull it up for y'all real quick.
Probably says some stuff about him, and just says
not even.
Really? Oh wow.
If you're looking for a man with personality, then you're in luck because I have multiple. And then there's a line underneath, and it says, "Don't listen to him."
That's funny. That's a good.
Yeah, and then like my socials are there, and that's about it.
Okay. All right. Well, that was Tinder tips. I think that's all we got. You got more?
Berg, you got some good tips? You got any like tips that are gonna help these guys out?
No, trial and error.
That's a good point.
Trial and error.
And it's a numbers game.
You'll learn a lot in life and just trial and error.
My best pro tip is don't be ugly.
Shit. What?
Don't be fat. That's all I got for you.
Hit the gym.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Don't be fat or ugly. That worked.
And don't be afraid to like put time into it, making your profile good or getting good pics. Like if you're actually taking it seriously, like you should have some good pictures.
Oh, and change your pictures every like 2 to 3 weeks because every single time you change you change your pictures, apparently, you show up in the searches more.
And you're in the like, there's a new feed thing on there. So like, if a girl sees you in the feed, they'll be like, "Oh, I forgot our convo," and then hit you back again.
I still don't know how that shit works.
Yeah. The feed? It's just like if you change, you could have it set so when like you change your anthem, it shows up in the feed, or when you add a new pic, it shows up in the feed, and then like when you get a new match, it'll show up in the feed. Like, I know everyone in this podcast and most people who play video games in general have been playing Fortnite. Season 4 started this morning, today, and it was a pretty big update. They added a bunch of new stuff, so we're going to quickly go over that and talk about some of the things we like in it and just some of the things in general.
Man, all right, so just to start off, my favorite part about this is that it's literally like $10. That's all you have to do. You pretty much just buy the Battle Pass, which you don't even have to buy, really. I mean, you could do without it. But, like, you buy the Battle Pass, you get all the content, you get all the challenges, all the the skins, if you grind them, like that's really fun. It gives you kind of something to do on the game as well, and I don't know, it gives you something to grind for like the whole 70-day season. It's actually really cool. I like the way they do that. They changed the map. They basically made those meteors that were supposed to hit, the comets, they hit in a couple places. What, Dusty Depot got destroyed. What is it called now?
Dusty Divot.
Divot or something?
Yeah.
Something like
Divot.
that, yeah. Divot, I don't know. But
Dumbass motherfucker.
that's basically destroyed.
Wow.
I
Divot, Mike?
I mean,
Come on,
I don't
bro.
know where he was going with that.
I don't know how to, I've never used divot
Nick,
before in my life.
Yeah, right? Nick,
You've never used divot?
When the fuck
I've
have
used
you
divot
used
before.
divot, Nick? I feel like you're Googling
I've-
right
I've
now.
I worked at a golf course. There's divots in the course. you
Okay, I
idiot.
guess that's a good. That's
Uncultured
pretty good.
swine.
Yeah, we are art culture. What we gonna
No,
do
no,
about it?
y'all are
Sorry.
uncultured. Get him, Nick.
No,
But you didn't
Bird,
know what
you
divot
said
was.
when have you... Yeah.
I was trying to get you to give an example for these broke boys.
Oh,
What are you
okay.
talking about?
I'm sorry.
Nah, he was trying to get you.
They
But
al-
there's
they
that,
also-
which is pretty
they-
cool. You can jump around in that. I like
They also
that.
took out
They got
the
these
worst
little
weapon in
Astro
the game.
things. Really? What did
Yeah,
they take out?
Crossbow's gone.
Oh, I didn't know
That shit
that.
was so trash.
That's
Oh no!
It was only good in 50-50 because it had unlimited ammo. But besides that, terrible.
It was not good in anything. It was so
Big
bad.
Fortnite.
It
Nah.
was never
Wow.
good.
In 50-50, I was spamming that bad boy. I was like, boom, boom, just
How
shooting
many
it.
kills you get with it?
A couple. I got a couple, actually. I did. It was actually kind of
I
fun.
believe-
Alright.
Yeah, a couple. But
Can you stat track guns?
what else did they do? They added, what's it called? They added that rocket. They added a whole bunch of, like, hidden bases.
Bring Blitz
We were
back.
Yeah, I like Blitz. That would be nice if they brought that back. Imagine Blitz with the jumping, the gravity jumping always.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's
God.
okay.
That'd be
Season
hectic
4's
for them.
theme is superheroes, so they added these new spots in the map, especially in Dusty Divot,
Where it's, like,
where you
radioactive.
where you get these essential, like you get these little shards, and then it gives you this like high jumping and fast moving capability for
kinda
like
fun.
20-30 seconds, and it's pretty dope because you can move really really fast. So that's like the biggest thing they added, other than the map changes, which is cool. Also new skins, those are cool
The
as
skins
well.
are good. They added a lot of the boogie down dances. They added the shoot
Yeah.
dance. What else they add?
The shoot dance's
they added that
music is
kid-
pretty trash, if you ask me.
Yo, it's
Yeah,
super
the music
trash.
is trash.
They
yeah.
really-
I wish they made the music better.
Yeah, like honestly, I'm sure Block Boy, like they could have like worked something out with Block Boy to include that song, in because that would have just made it perfectly
Probably.
perfect.
I'm surprised we haven't gotten like any like Drake type theme stuff in it yet. Like
Bro,
not even
we
something.
haven't gotten
kind of-
like any brand themes in there. Like they're taking a lot. Like they didn't even technically have John Wick in there. Like they named him a different character, but it was John Wick. Like it seems like they just don't want to pay other
Well,
people to have
probably
them
not.
in the games, or like they don't want to do. Like I don't know why though. Like it
Cuts
would be
from the
so much
profits.
better if they had actual like Avengers superheroes in it than these like generic ass like
All right,
made up.
but you're still
superheroes that
gonna
they
you're
made.
still gonna buy the skins.
I'm still gonna
You're
play
still
it,
gonna
but it
play.
would be better.
That's exactly why they don't have those, because you're still gonna play it and you're still gonna buy the skins.
Then they could probably make money off of that too. Like,
I
don't
think they're
know.
doing
I feel
fine.
they're
I like the superheroes. The skins are cool for this season. We played a little bit, got a quick dub, even though Nick died.
Woohoo!
Even though you died, we carried. It was cool.
Big carry.
Wait, I had more kills than you, even though I was dead.
I got the final kill. That's all that matters.
I definitely got the final kill.
What? No, that was me. I don't know. It doesn't
sorry.
matter. Either way, it don't matter. But we got a quick win. It was fun, and I actually really like it. I think it's fun. I'm excited to play some more and grind out this season and get that final suit at the end that looks cool and the body armor and stuff. What you think? You guys like it or not?
I
Or...
mean, it's honestly really enjoyable to see what Epic Games is doing and how successful their business model
That
has been,
too.
without it being pay to win, and while
Yeah.
still consistently updating the game and tweaking it to people's liking. It seems that they take consumer feedback very seriously. And you could
Yep.
tell, like, they really have no problems experimenting with stuff. Like, we had a game-changing weapon that they were really excited about a month ago, the guided missile. They took it out.
And they took it
Yeah,
out.
they took it out like literally 2 weeks later. Sometimes people don't really like stop to think how amazing that is. Like, when I would play
Yeah.
Call of Duty, if there was a cheesy weapon or something cheesy in
Take
it,
months sometimes.
yeah, they would just
Take months.
like it would take months, or they would just nerf it.
If it got fixed, yeah.
They would nerf it, and while they nerf that, they would buff something else and just make a new cheesy weapon.
It's crazy because like in Fortnite, they'll actually like completely take out the weapon, and they're not really scared of like doing something crazy in order to potentially like give us something new. Like the whole rumor,
which I like. Yeah,
the rumor of a meteor hitting Tilted Towers, which is everyone's favorite spot of the map, like. They had no problem testing that idea, and ultimately, I really like what they're doing. I really like the fact that they're pushing the game further and further. My fear is that it may eventually get to a point where they just change the game too much, and that's how they could put...
You think we'll all be jumping around and stuff and flying?
Yeah, like, that's probably my biggest fear, but for now, it's fantastic.
I think it's really fun. I love it.
Kind of to add on what Mike was saying, like a lot of people forget this, but like the first few months of the game, like team killing was the thing, and it was a big thing. And then they took that out.
They took that out.
A lot of people really upset about it, but everyone continued to play. Like,
no one really cares about that.
Don't play yourself.
Oh, you didn't.
Dude, that was so fun. I remember we'd have a random guy in our party, and we would just troll him and kill him, and he'd get so upset. I feel like we got messages after too. That was funny. That was, man, because we've been playing Fortnite since the way beginning. Like, I remember
ain't post none of that shit. Never mind.
I know, because first night it came out, I was like, "Yo, we need to get this game. It's free." I heard it was fun, and we played it a little bit. But like, yeah, the more updates and things they start adding, it's really cool. I don't know. I like their business model. It's really good, and it's crazy how viral it is too. So yeah. Really excited about that.
Hopefully more companies follow what they're doing and not make it pay to look good,
pay to have
but
fun,
not
pay to
win.
enjoy it.
Yeah.
You pay for what you want to because
and like the thing is also with the battle passes, like I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, you got to pay for the battle passes."
It's like $10.
If you buy the first one and you don't spend the V-Bucks you earn from playing the first one, like you only really had to buy the first one.
Yeah, that's
which
a good
is
point.
$10, and the game is free. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, that's true. If you play it enough, you don't have to buy it.
Yeah.
So they give you options. I like that. And it's, again, if you ended up just buying $60 worth of V-Bucks, you'll have passes for the full freaking year of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas another $60 game, you have to buy it, then you have to buy the content, and then you have to buy the content within the content. Like, it's crazy how that is. So, I like it, but excited for that. Another thing, too, kicking off today that we did want to mention, shout out to Kuda and Nick's Gaming. They, I think they have a game tomorrow. The first 2K League tournament is starting up, and that's actually
I guess
starting,
it'll be today when they're watching this podcast.
It will be.
When the podcast is posted, I think they have games at 6, 7, and 9.
They'll be on the Twitch channel.
8 and 9, something like that. Their Twitch channel is NBA 2K League, so y'all can check that out. Shout out to Kuda, Adam first, best of luck to him.
Yeah, I know he had some
tournament should be fun to see. It'll be interesting to see how like it does numbers wise too, like how many people are really looking for
and if
that
it's well put together too.
It.
That's another thing I'm looking for, well put together, and if it's entertaining and everything. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that. That should be a good watch. But some other big stuff happened over the weekend. Right before it was the draft. It started Thursday, and it was actually down in Dallas at AT&T Stadium, Jerry's World, which I love that they're doing new places, by the way. They did Chicago, and where else did they do? I can't remember. But the draft has been moving, and it was awesome. I loved it. Very different. And, yeah, let's talk about that, man. What you think of the draft so far? I mean, obviously it already happened, but what do you think of these guys preseason, I guess we want to say? I really like Baker Mayfield. I think the Browns, man, I'm all in on the Browns hype train. I said this before. They're going to the playoffs. I really think they got a shot. I'm thinking 8-9 wins. I really do.
I'm going to be honest with you. The Browns are the fucking Browns for a reason. I don't know about that.
You say that, but they got so many good players and
weapons.
Who did they get?
Who did they get?
Jarvis Landry, Carlos Hyde. There's so many good players. They got a
Big Wash. Big Wash. Who else you got?
What? How is Jarvis Landry washed?
Like straight up, like I could literally say like.
They got some other players.
Like 6 years ago, I could say the same thing. I could say Jake Delhomme is going there. They finally got their answer at quarterback. Like I could say the same stuff like 4 years ago.
Okay, but did we forget about Tyrod Taylor, who brought the Bills to the playoffs, and he's on the Browns now? Good quarterback. Like even if Baker Mayfield isn't playing, I think they're going to the playoffs. They got Tyrod Taylor. He's a good quarterback.
I mean, like Tyrod Taylor. You have Jarvis Landry as is Jarvis Landry.
That's a super nice. Josh Gordon is back, and he looked excellent at the end of last year. Now he's got the whole summer to work out, stay clean, know the playbook.
Can he stay clean for 16 games? Can he stay healthy for 16 games? Is he conditioned for 16 games? No one fucking knows.
I think so.
Who the fuck
he
is
has
Josh
the whole
Gordon?
summer. He has this whole off season to worry about that. Who's Josh Gordon? Josh Gordon. Oh my goodness, he looked great coming back.
He's the guy who played every football game that he played since high school, drunk and high. Like,
and now
he's back, if he's sober, he's gonna be crazy.
He might be
now
better.
He's finally gonna get sober after his second, third, and fifth
I think
chance.
He's back. Yep.
Give me a break.
Yep.
That's who you betting the bank on. All right.
I'm not putting the bank on it, but man, I'd love to know the odds for the Browns making the playoffs. I might have to put $10 on that.
I mean,
I don't know what the odds are, but
that's actually pretty. You'll probably get good odds on that.
If it's like
though,
a 3,
like, honestly,
if it's like a 300 to 10, like it could be really good odds.
They're
actually.
still like ranked
30.
32nd in power rankings, by the way.
So the odds are probably very good then. The odds are probably very good.
I mean, like
you probably make a good couple $100,000.
I mean, I just don't understand why you're so gassed about the Browns. Like last year's,
they got a new offense. Their defense was good last year. They're loaded.
Their defense is okay, you know, like, and they're very, very young, and like that.
Their problem was their offense, and it's gotten much better. Though.
I mean, Carlos Hyde isn't something that I'll get like overly gassed about. Their offensive line is still fairly weak. Baker Mayfield does have. I don't think he was the correct number one overall pick in terms of value, but like I try to avoid making assessments like that because, well, we haven't seen anything happen yet. But I personally would have correct me if I'm wrong. This could be a little bit of a brash statement, but like I thought Sam Darnold, Josh Rosen, and even possibly Josh Allen would get selected before Baker Mayfield would. I thought Baker was going to go around like 10, 11, 12. So if you were to trade down and then take Baker, I'd be fine with that.
He wouldn't have been there. But
like honestly, is there such a significant talent drop off between Baker Mayfield and like Josh Rosen? Because personally, my favorite quarterback out of this draft, is definitely Josh Rosen.
I like Rosen too.
Like I definitely think he's probably going to be the best one. He seemed the most NFL ready. So like, did you really have to go all in on Baker Mayfield and like make sure you secured him with the number one overall pick? You don't think that they could have afforded to trade down from the number one pick?
They had the 4th pick too.
Yeah, like
they did.
I mean,
but the thing is, they didn't need a running back, and
exactly
who was it? Like they didn't need Saquon Barkley. You knew he was going second. So like the only reason they would trade down would be to get someone else, and it's like who got drafted third?
There was some good.
I guess they just took the quarterback they wanted.
Third was the Jets, and they took Darnold. Right?
Yeah, Darnold. If they didn't want Darnold, if they had Mayfield over Darnold, then I guess they made the right pick. Because who would have they have gotten at first that they couldn't have gotten?
I would have
Saquon Barkley if they wanted him, but
they didn't want.
I don't think Saquon would have been the correct pick either. I think ideally in that scenario,
that guy was a monster in college.
Yeah, man. Definitely, but like that's kind of a luxury pick if you ask me. Like
it is. Running back is the
running back at one is crazy.
It's just tiered as a position that's not as important as the other ones. The quarterback is what they need. It's why the Browns haven't been good. They haven't had the right quarterback. You saw flashes from the other guys at times. Even Manziel showed flashes, but they were never the steady guy that could get them through a good season and get them some wins.
I think,
and that's tough, and that's why you pick your quarterback at number one, the guy you think is the best. You don't wait around to get your quarterback. You pick him with your pick, and I have no problem with it. I think they're going to be good, man.
Let's talk about your team, by the way. We
can talk about other teams.
Your team, the Patriots, kind of reached for a halfback at the end of the first round. Am I right?
I like Sony Michel, man. He was beastly.
Who?
I'm not going to lie. That's a good pick.
That guy from Georgia?
Sony Michel.
Bro, he's super nice.
He's
super nice.
No. Not
super nice. I really like him.
Sony Michel didn't go to Georgia, did he?
Yeah, he went to Georgia. He's super nice.
Him and their top 2 picks were both from Georgia. Isaiah Wynn was the guard they got at guard/tackle. They got him at 23 or something like that, and then at 30 or 31, it was the Patriots taking Michel, and I really like him. He was awesome.
Michel's crazy good
to watch. Like, can catch the ball, super elusive, perfect Patriot back. Like, he could be the Alvin Kamara. That's what everyone says. That's kind of the comparison everyone's going with right now. I don't know if he'll have that type of impact, but man, with Deion Lewis going, you need a guy like that, and that's going to really take a lot of the load off Brady. Loves the dump down, loves the short completions of the back. Perfect Patriots back right there. Like, really like him. So I think that's a good pick. picking a guard number 23, I wasn't super excited about it, but they do need offensive line help, especially where they lost a couple guys. I know one of the guys I think went to
and
the Cowboys.
Brady getting sacked to fumble to lose the Super Bowl.
I mean, I don't think that's what lost him it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it was the defense. They didn't get too much defensive help. They got some linebackers, corners late in the draft, though. They kept trading down, which I don't see the sense in. I guess a lot of people are saying they might want to take a quarterback next year, and they might want to stockpile some picks and go up next year. But I don't know. I like Lamar Jackson. Would have liked to see them pick him at 23 or even 30, but I'm not mad that they didn't take him. They saw what they liked in him, and they saw what they didn't like, and they didn't draft him. They had 2 chances, so might come back to bite them, man. Lamar Jackson, he's got a lot to prove on his shoulder. Going to the Ravens, man, I'm a little worried about that just because I think that kid's going to be good too. So, Patriots had an all right draft, though, but definitely not the best. I would have liked if they had picked more players than they had come back down. Like they made 6 trades, I think it was, in the draft, and one of them was good, though. They got the guy from San Francisco, the what is it, right guard or something? I can't remember his name, but he's actually pretty solid, so not a bad draft. What about you, Berg? What'd you think of the Cowboys draft? I know some big news was dropping during that draft.
The Cowboys draft was crazy elite. I think the first 3 guys we drafted are actually going to be starters, like instant starters on the team. We got what we get. Yep. We got that linebacker, the coverage guy, the Van Der Esch guy. He should be nice. Hopefully,
yep, he's good. He's very good. A lot of people want him on the Patriots. He's good.
He's not.
You know
that
nothing
good.
about him, Nick. What are you talking about?
I watched his film.
You don't know shit about film. Shut your big ass up.
I was watching it with you.
Talking about?
I was watching it with you, and you were saying that.
I'm talking.
He looks good. No, he looks good.
Sorry.
He was a high-touted linebacker.
We got the next Luke Kuechly. God damn it.
You might.
We got that crazy elite offensive lineman, which is super clutch because the O-line was kind of banged up last year. And then we drafted a receiver in the 3rd, I think.
Michael Gallup, yeah.
Michael Gallup. Hopefully he can be productive. Pretty highly rated recruit coming out of high school. Just had bad grades, so he went to a smaller school.
And you had Tavon Austin. You
got Tavon Austin for a 6th-round pick. Everybody says, Brady was a 6th-round pick, but it's...
We also got that 2nd rounder from 2016 for Ryan
Raiders.
Switzer.
So
that's not
Raiders
bad.
fans were telling me he was ass, and the Raiders got a nasty DT in this draft. He has some health issues, but they drafted a nasty DT in this draft. If he's healthy, he's going to be a stud. Switzer wasn't really getting any burn for us, so I don't care that we let him go. And then that 6th-round pick, I doubt that we could have got something better than Tavon Austin for it in the actual draft. Hopefully, if Tavon's productive, that was worth it. But, yeah, I think we did all right. What you think, Mike?
Who did the Broncos get? They get Chubb?
They got Chubb.
They loaded up on defense too.
I think the Cowboys had a great draft. I kind of wish that they traded up for Derwin James because we were just 2 picks away from him, and he was like sliding. But Leighton Vander Esch seems like a player that could really his body could really grow, kind of like if you go and see how J.J. Watt looked when he was first drafted, and you can see that he could add on muscle. I feel like Leighton Vander Esch could definitely do the same. I think Connor Williams is our 2nd-round pick, and I was actually reading a way too early 2018 mock draft from a year ago, and a lot of people predicted him to be the first offensive tackle off the board, so he probably just had a down year or whatever. I really like that pick because our offense
skills though to be good.
Yeah, because honestly, I think that game against the Falcons last year where Dak got sacked 8 times is kind of what ruined his confidence for the rest of the year. I do like Michael Gallup. He does have a physical play style. I think he may be able to fill in the role that Dez played and really grow with Dak, because I am of the belief that you don't really need a star wide receiver to win a Super Bowl in today's NFL. And
you definitely could, yeah.
And all in all, the trade for Tavon Austin was a great trade. He definitely fills the role that Ryan Switzer had for us. Trading a 4th-round pick for that wasn't really doing much for us for I think Jihad Ward. What was his name? Jihad something. I think Jihad Ward. I'm not exactly sure. I think it was a great move as well to fill up our defensive line. All in all, I'm very satisfied with what the Cowboys did in this draft. Although I really wish we got Derwin James over Leighton, but hopefully it'll work out. Past drafts worked out very well for the Cowboys.
Patriots got a guy named Braxton Berrios too, I think his name is, from Miami. Oh, I love him. He looks like the next Wes Welker, Julian Edelman. He looks awesome. Prototypical Patriots slot guy. I think he's going to be good too. especially because we did get rid of Cooks and we're a little low at receiver. So, still wondering where Dez Bryant's gonna go. He turned down a deal from the Ravens, a multi-year deal. Said he wants one big contract, like 1 year, and then he could try and get a super max deal, I guess, the next year, a big deal. So, kind of interesting. I don't know where he's going to play. I still think New England would be a great place for him, but I don't know. Maybe they're waiting until after the draft. Maybe that's what's going on with him, and, like, Manziel, I guess, hasn't signed yet, too. But
my prediction.
You think Manziel finds a team?
No.
No, hell no.
I still think he'll get a team. I think he will. I really think he will.
Yo, make me believing in everybody.
Yeah, like, did you believe?
I'm sorry, I'm a believer, man.
I'm not I'm that's probably a good thing.
Just gassing
like,
it
make
up.
me believing in everybody.
My bad for believing in these guys who dedicated their entire life.
It stands for not for long. Like, you get one shot. Like, if you blow it, you blow it. Like, you're lucky if you
There are
get a second
definitely guys
chance.
who have blown it and come
RG3
back.
got another chance though.
There are definitely guys who have blown it.
RG3 got injured. He didn't blow it. What are you talking about?
He blew out his knee, but that's about
Yeah.
it.
Like, he didn't blow his opportunity. He had one of the greatest all-time rookie seasons and got injured because of terrible coaching. Mike Vick got a second chance.
Chris Carter was kind of blowing it. Chris Carter kind of was blowing it.
Not
Yeah,
too
Vic
many guys
definitely
that
got a
get second chances. Like,
there were guys that
Manziel
had
wasn't
problems
even
and had
elite
issues
when he
off the
was
field.
playing, so why would he get a second chance? Like, what are you talking about?
He was pretty decent. He wasn't bad. Like, he was definitely better than some of the other bums out
I mean,
there.
like, if someone's having, like, a lost season, you know, and they need a quarterback and they just want to sell jerseys, you know, or, like, boost attendance, that might be the move, you know, but for, like, if I was the Buffalo Bills, I would go and sign Manziel, but because the Buffalo Bills, I think, are probably going to be the worst team this year, but
You think so?
honestly, anyone else, I don't see him getting signed. As for Dez, I think he's most likely to go to either the 49ers or the Patriots.
I think either of those teams would be pretty good for him, to be honest. Him with Garoppolo would be nice. That'd be a really good weapon for that man. 49ers are going to make some noise this year. They made some good picks, too. They got a lineman, one of the top linemen to protect. I think he's a left tackle. But they got him early in the draft with their top pick. And then who was another one? The Shaquem, I don't know if I'm said that right, Griffin, the guy with one arm or one hand. That was cool to see him get picked. He's a good linebacker, too. Of course, Seattle, as if their defense couldn't get any better. So, and they didn't trade, what's his name? They never traded, wow, I'm blanking on his name. Yeah, Earl Thomas. He never got traded, which was kind of crazy. I thought he might get moved to, like, the Cowboys or something, but...
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about giving up a second rounder for Earl Thomas. Like, I'd be okay with a third rounder.
That might change your defense right then and there, though.
But, like,
really
also
good
our
player.
safeties aren't that bad. Like, Xavier Woods did decent as a rookie. Kayvon Frazier is decent. You know, I guess, like, we have a lot of faith in him, but... Unless the deal is right, I wouldn't want the Cowboys to pull the trigger on that, to be honest.
On to the next topic, something that I know a lot about. We got the NBA playoffs. A lot of stuff's been happening with
Huge
that.
week in the NBA playoffs. Oh my goodness.
Huge weekend.
Huge week.
The Thunder were eliminated. The Bucks were eliminated. The Wizards were eliminated. The Timberwolves were eliminated.
The Pacers
a lot
were
of teams
eliminated.
Were
Man,
eliminated. The
big,
Pacers lost
big
Game 7 against LeBron's Cavs.
Crazy
and
stuff.
And now
right
we're on to the conference semis.
We are. Where do we want to
times.
start, man? I feel like there's so many good Why don't we start at the Jazz and the Thunder getting knocked out? Man, Donovan Mitchell, crazy good. I was watching those games late night. It's crazy how he finishes some of those shots. He be Euro stepping, up and under, throwing in it and one. That kid is nasty. That's my rookie of the year. I'm sorry.
Right?
Like, that kid is
He's
nasty.
super
Yeah,
nice.
definitely.
He is.
He's super
I
nice.
definitely said Ben Simmons is rookie of the year, but like I'm changing my mind. That dude is nasty. Holy crap.
He is so crap. Like
Man, he's
watching him
nasty.
play, like he's literally become my favorite player to watch.
is filthy.
Like watching him play, watching his like handles. How
He looked like
crafty
Dwayne Wade
he
with a
is,
3-point
like,
shot. Like he looks
Yeah,
nasty.
like he's so good, and
He
it's
looks
like
nasty.
he finishes so well at the like he's crazy. Like I love watching him play.
Now, at the time of us doing this, they've already, I think, lost. What did they lose? Game 1? Was that last night or is
they
it
got
tonight?
Smoked.
I don't know. But so there's that. They're playing the Rockets, a really good team. He's gonna have to ball. Someone else is gonna help him out too. Like their shooters are just gonna have to be hitting everything, and that's gonna be tough. Honestly, I don't know. I didn't have faith in them last round, and they proved me wrong as could be. But I'll definitely be tuning into Game 2. I didn't get to see Game 1, so I think that was after the Pacers game. That's why I just didn't get to see it. I watched enough basketball that day. Well, we can talk that series next. I mean, unless anyone else.
I mean, like
got anything they wanna say.
the Jazz are starting to like the way the Jazz are building their team. Like the players are obviously different, but the system, well, not even the system, but like the way they're building that team resembles the Boston Celtics of like 2 to 3 years ago.
It does. It does, yeah.
And it's actually really awesome to watch because I really like the fact that like the league is becoming less and less dependent on, get 3 stars, put them together, and, make a run for the finals.
Get some really good role players and fill the team out.
Exactly.
Play some defense.
Get some good role players, put them in a system that allows all of them to thrive, and just go be great. And we saw it work. We saw them defeat like 3 superstar players. Well, Carmelo isn't really.
No.
Melo isn't really a superstar.
Let's keep it real though. Those are 3 Hall of Famers.
Yeah,
That's
3 Hall of Famers
right
there. We
there.
go. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Melo is going
to be in the Hall of Fame. He's
okay,
top 20 in
it's 3
scoring.
Hall
Don't
of
do
Famers.
That. Don't do
but
that.
That's like saying fucking, I don't know, like having Jason Terry on your team now is a Hall of Famer.
Okay,
that's
but
like saying
Jason
the
Terry
Celtics
is like
beating the
38.
Bucks
He is really old. Melo is not 38.
Yeah, but Melo
is
is
not 38.
washed his shit.
Melo's like 31, 32 or something.
Melo
maybe
is washed his shit. Melo's at least 34.
I don't think Melo is washed.
He
I just
shouldn't
think
be that
his
bad.
game
He should be
doesn't
better.
fit into today's NBA at all anymore.
What? It should.
That means he's
perfectly,
washed.
though. It should fit into his. He should fit perfectly into certain systems. I still think it's a coaching thing. I think it's a coaching thing and system. I think Melo is still a good player, but he's not in the right system. Yeah, again.
Yeah.
I think he fits well in today's NBA, but he's just not a guy who should be taking 20, 30 shots. And again, he just wasn't making his shots when he was getting them
about
either.
him, and he wasn't taking 20, 30 shots in the playoffs or at all for the Thunder.
Well, he's also getting beat on
always
defense,
been the
too.
guy who takes the most shots. In that series, from what I watched, he wasn't getting enough opportunities.
I don't know if he wasn't getting opportunities.
Like that last game, he was 3 for 7. Westbrook, he had 7 shots.
Bro.
He was 3 for 7. Westbrook had 43 fucking shots.
He didn't play a
at
lot
some
from what I
point,
saw in that
you
last game,
gotta
too.
Say,
he didn't play a lot.
But at some point, you gotta say, all right, you can't just put the blame on Melo. Like, yeah, he's not as great as he once was. You can't. Like, Paul George had a trash game too. But really, Russell Westbrook shooting 19 threes. That's how you're gonna win.
But here's the thing.
I think
Russell
it's definitely a
killing
coaching issue. I think if
it wasn't Westbrook, they wouldn't have been in
Westbrook
that game.
issue.
No, but see, here's the thing: they wouldn't have been in that game or in that series. It wasn't for Westbrook. He brought them back the night before. Him and Paul George were cooking that night. They brought him back.
Lit up, but
and then in that game,
game
he
one,
hit 4. I think it was 3 or 4 threes in the third quarter, and he was feeling it. But then he just played. He was taking too many. Once we got to the fourth quarter, they were shooting way too many threes. They were down 3, and they were thinking, okay, let's get a 3 for about like a minute and a half when they could have easily just gotten a couple 2s and like they're winning. They took some terrible shots. They were just chucking. It was like I missed, you take a shot. I missed, you take a shot. But Westbrook did have a big 3 for them in the fourth.
Ass shot. Game 1 though, Paul George carried him. He had 36. He was their best player of that game.
And
game
then
2,
I don't know what
lost.
happened, man. He wasn't very good at that.
I don't know if they won or lost game 3. I don't remember.
They didn't win. They were down 3-1.
Oh yeah, they were down 3-1. Dog, at some point, you got to just think, like, Westbrook can't win. Like, Westbrook may not be a winner.
I don't see that. I don't think so.
You think the way he's currently
They
playing,
didn't.
I
They
don't
also
think a
didn't
Westbrook
have.
team
Let's
could win.
keep it real. They didn't have Andre Roberson, really good player for them.
Come on.
He was big for them. He was huge for them. That was their best defender.
So you're saying 3 All-Stars and a future Hall of Famer isn't enough?
I mean, I'm saying right now that
Steven
missing
Adams
parts
is
from your
balling.
team is
Paul
tough.
George is an All-Star. Westbrook's in the MVP race. That's not enough. Like, come on.
I mean, it clearly wasn't. Utah Jazz played well. They clearly showed they've got a couple All-Stars in their team,
They're coaching in Westbrook. Westbrook's got to accept a different role if he wants to ever be on a championship team.
Let's be
Plain
real.
and
I agree
simple.
with Nick.
Donovan Mitchell's
He's not
an
going to win a
All-Star.
championship shooting 30 shots a game, stat mongering for triple doubles. That's never going to win.
I think
honestly,
he's a winner, though.
The Thunder
I'm saying he's not a
should
winner
probably
for
trade
the
him.
Jazz. I've said before they should have traded him years ago once KD left because it's kind of a time to hit reset then. They didn't. They stuck with him. And, I mean, hey, he's been balling out. He's a really good player. I still don't think you trade him. You have to remodel the team around him a bit more.
What are you going to do? How are you going to remodel it around him? You can't get
Just have to
talent
remodel
around
it.
him because players.
can.
I don't think
You
players
definitely
really
can.
want to play with him.
After
You
like
definitely
this
can.
year, I don't think anyone would want to play with Russell Westbrook. Well, like not
I disagree
anyone,
with
but
that
like
so
I'm saying,
much. There are definitely players that would love to play with him.
Say what?
There are players that would love to play with him.
I mean,
He's
like
he's super
you have
talented
Kevin
player.
Durant,
Harden's been thriving
Kevin
since he
Durant who
left.
rejected him. Now
his teammates love him.
Now
Durant didn't reject him though. He rejected the
He
Thunder.
rejected
he rejected
No, he
him, bro.
rejected
He
the
literally
Thunder.
said, "Screw Durant, I'm going to the Warriors." Like, I mean, screw,
he said,
screw
yeah.
Russell.
He
And now,
said
if Paul George
he
leaves,
said
that's
they're a better
another
team. I'm
elite
taking them.
small forward leaving. That's another elite small forward being
He
like, nah, I
left for
can't
the
win this.
he left for the
do you
best
also
team in
realize
NBA
they've
history.
only
You're acting
won
like you
one
just
more
didn't like
game
him.
this year as opposed to last year at the end of the regular season? Literally,
The West got a lot
they
better
have-
this year, though. The West got a lot better. It was a lot better this year than last year.
No, I'm saying their
Bro.
final regular season record is practically identical this year as it was last year.
I think the NBA was more competitive this year, is what I'm saying. Yes,
Okay.
the NBA was more
But if
competitive.
you look at their team last year, if you have the same players this year, it may have done better in the playoffs.
I don't
Look
know.
at Vic.
what-
Look
I
at
think
what
they would've-
Victor
they would've got-
Oladipo as soon as he
No.
left
Enes
too.
Kanter,
But
Enes
Oladipo
Kanter had a
was
really
not that
good
good back
season,
then. They
too.
would have got killed. They would have got killed by the Jazz. Jazz were playing well. You have to give them. The Jazz were playing well into the playoffs.
You
They
have to
played
give
well.
the Jazz
They beat 'em.
credit.
They just beat
but
them.
I'm just saying, with the Thunder, everyone was gassing them up before the season started. Everyone, like literally, people were telling me the Thunder could come out of the West even when the playoffs started.
I still think they had a shot.
Like
yeah.
you have to say, you know what? No, you gotta blow that shit up, man.
I
you gotta
agree.
blow
You
that
have to
shit
blow
up.
it
All right,
up.
but they can't. You
Paul
don't understand.
George is
It's not that
leaving.
simple.
I don't
they
see
can't
Paul
just.
George staying.
How do
Melo,
you say
Melo
Paul George
doesn't want to
goes?
leave, probably.
I don't
Say it.
see.
Say
I don't
it.
see
He can go anywhere,
any
man.
other places for him to go, Mike. I don't even want to
Say
say
it.
it because I hate these rumors of everyone either going to LA or Boston. But fuck it, Paul
not
George is
coming
going
to
to the
Boston.
Lakers, man.
That's what I like to hear.
He could go to Houston. He could go to a lot of places, man. He could go to
What?
Cleveland. He could go to a lot of places, man. I wouldn't be
Why
surprised.
the
by
fuck would he want to go to Cleveland?
that. To play with LeBron James.
LeBron's out of there.
He might not be out of there.
I mean,
I hate to break it to you.
LeBron is
Might not.
out of there. No, don't hate to break it to me. LeBron
They're
is leaving.
probably
going to
be back in the finals again this year. Probably going to be back. As much as I really don't really like him and the Cavs, they're probably going to be back in the finals. I hate to break it to you.
Bro, LeBron is out of there.
Dude,
Moving on to that series, I guess, because we've talked about too much about the Thunder. We're not getting anywhere, I feel like. We'll talk about that another day over this summer when there's more action around there. But
Yeah.
Game 7 was really good. Honestly, I didn't think the Cavs really let up the gas at all in the first half. They killed the Pacers, and I was like, all right, they're going to need Jesus to come out there. They played really well, though, in the second half. They didn't need Jesus. They might have needed Jesus to actually win, or just had played a little bit better down the stretch. But refs was a little tough. I felt like they were kind of battling the refs. They got a lot of free throws, the Cavs. But, LeBron played about as well as you can in a Game 7. Man had 45 or something and was efficient. Definitely had a triple-double. That man, he is killing it right now. Man, he is carrying them dudes. That team is, I don't know. I thought they were gassed up. I said this before when they beat the Celtics. I'm like, dude, they're really not that great. This is just gas. Everybody's just going to flip the script. That's what people do. If he's winning, they're really good. Best team ever. But if they're losing, it's LeBron's carrying these bums. It's that narrative
Bro,
that
I don't
flips.
think anyone's calling the rest of that team good right now, though.
No, they
no
were.
one's
They
saying,
were,
oh my
though.
gosh,
Yeah,
They were. When
their
they
team
killed the
is-
Celtics, everybody was like, look at the trades. They've built this super team around
Wait,
Braun.
what are you? When are you talking
When
about?
they beat the Celtics a week after they got the trade, not even a week, it was 4 days
Oh,
after.
you're
Everyone
talking
was
about
like,
a pointless
oh my
regular
goodness.
season game. Okay.
I mean, it wasn't that
You are
pointless.
right. No, you are correct about that, though. People were
That's what I'm
gassing
saying,
up the
though.
trades.
But people were saying, man, they got rid of all them old dudes, got these young guys. Now it's completely different. They lose some games. It's these guys aren't that good. He's carrying them. I mean, they really didn't play well. I'll give them that. But
All of them have been ass. None of them players, none of the guys they traded for had.
a couple of the
had
guys
made a
had
difference in
decent
the
games. A
playoffs.
couple of the guys had decent games. Larry Nance has been good. I think Larry Nance has been fine for them.
No, he hasn't.
Okay, well,
Tired of
that's
this
that.
Larry Nance
Ooh,
is god
yeah,
shit.
Yo,
Larry Nance
wait
is
a
pretty
minute.
good. He's just a good role player. That's about it. I honestly think I don't want to say LeBron is out of there, but from the looks of it, he's based off of the way he's conducting his
Out of there.
interviews, he's out of there.
Yeah.
Straight up, he literally said at the last interview, "I'm tired. I'm burnt
wanna-
out. I just want to
Yeah.
go home. I'm over this shit. I just went to Game 7 in the first round. Honestly, that guy looks like Gary in that SpongeBob episode. You know when SpongeBob was doing snail racing and Gary's
Yeah. Gary wanted out of there.
straight up get my man Gary out of there. Get him some rest, man. He's 34 at the rate LeBron's going. I don't see if he stays with the Cavs, I don't see him playing more than 2 more years. The guy is literally burning out.
He just played 82 though. Like he's still like he's out of there, but like LeBron's gonna play until his son's in the league, in my opinion. Like,
I mean,
yeah, he could play with his son. I think that's actually a possibility.
That's
like,
an ideal.
I think that's what he wants to do.
I think he does. Yeah, that'd be cool.
I think that's
I'd like to see that.
I think that's a huge idealization, and it depends on what team could prolong his career. So, like, at the end, like, in terms of, like, LeBron free agency predictions, I say, like, it depends what
That's too early. We can't do that now. That's way too early.
Really?
We're still in the playoffs. Yeah, we dragging on. We can't.
I mean,
we can't
do
go
you
that
see?
deep
Do
in the
you
rabbit
think?
hole.
So, who do the Cavs have to face against next?
Right now, the Cavs tonight have the Raptors. I feel like we're doing the Pacers disjustice, too. We didn't really say much on them, but, man, they were awesome.
Yeah, they were awesome.
Series.
Victor
just to
Oladipo,
recap,
like, honestly,
he was awesome.
I was thinking about it.
He shot them out of a couple games, but he shot them back in a couple times, too. So, like,
am I the only one that noticed, like, college stars that went back? Like, there's two players that were killing it in college that weren't doing so well at the beginning of their careers and went back to their original cities where they played for in college and started killing it. Tyreek Evans went back to Memphis. You know,
yeah, he's really good for them.
Yeah,
he was.
Both of them absolutely killed it this year, and it was really good to see. I'm really happy that Victor Oladipo found his role, found his place. I think he's going to stay in Indiana for a good amount of time now that he found his game.
Oh, yeah. That's his home. He found his home there.
Yeah.
He's the guy there, too.
They're fun to watch,
too.
The
guy. He
They're
likes
fun to
being the guy. Like, I'm excited for what that team is going to do. They're still hella young.
That's a fun team right there. I don't know. I like watching them. But
yeah.
Now the Cavs are facing the Raptors. Game 1's tonight. It'll already be happening by the time podcast is going up tomorrow. But that should be a good one. But man, I don't know. Cavs have flipped the switch. I'm gonna say Cavs in 6. I think the Raptors win a couple games, but that's about it.
I say Cavs in 7.
That's what I'm giving them. I think that's giving the Raptors. I think that's giving the Raptors some respect, though.
Dude, I'm so mad. It's that like. I'm sick of seeing the Raptors, and like I wanted a fun series for the Cavs. Like I really wish I could just see like Cavs Celtics or Cavs.
Well, we're gonna see Cavs Celtics. I feel like, but that's a little getting ahead of ourselves. But
like I don't like for whatever reason these second round series don't excite me at all.
They usually
like, none
don't
of these
either.
Series
yeah,
is, like,
me neither
exciting.
usually. I mean,
like,
the Wizards
the
last year was
series,
good
like,
with Celtics.
Those were fire, but like
the series haven't even started yet. Like you gotta wait for the series to get going. The team to lose.
You gotta wait
too.
Like, yeah.
Doug,
all we've seen so far is the Celtics so
were
far.
10-plus point wins, and like none of the game ones were close in the 3 that have started.
They really weren't. Yeah, they weren't.
Celtics all
game 1, game 2. They come back with adjustments, and like that's when you really see the chess match unfold.
Game 2 should be good. You're gonna see the Sixers play a lot better in game 2.
Close.
I mean,
yeah, it is. The Sixers will play a lot better in game 2. That's gonna be a tough one. Hoping the Celtics have Jaylen Brown back because that Sixers team is gonna come out firing. Ben Simmons has to be way more aggressive, not aggressive enough. There were times where he'd just get to the basket so easily, and it's like, why don't you try and do that more? They fed him, beat a lot of shots. He was pretty good, but Mask is definitely affecting him. He seems a lot slower with that thing.
Terrible on defense.
He hates it.
He was falling asleep guarding Horford.
And he was letting Aaron Baines shoot, which did not work out for them. He had 2 threes, and, I mean, that's 6 points right there. They lost by, 15 or something? So you can't just let guys shoot, especially on the Celtics where they love playing that 4-and-1 where they'll spread 4 guys out, have Horford in the post, let him work 1-on-1. You bring the double team, he'll kick it, they'll hit shots. And Celtics did that. 76ers didn't. They shot probably one of their worst percentages in the playoffs, though. They only shot 25% or something, maybe even lower than that. So they're going to hit their shots. Game 2 is going to be much tougher. But we didn't give predictions of the Celtics series. I like Celtics in 6 games. I think they got to finally win a road game. They didn't do that in the first series, and they looked terrible on the road for the most part. So I like Celtics in 6. Any predictions, anyone?
Celtics in 5.
That series?
Sixers in
Celtics
6.
in 5.
You like Celtics in 5? Wow, you're really
Philadelphia
on the
in 6. There you go.
I'm with Berg.
That could if Philadelphia's going to win this series, I think it's in 7, in my opinion.
What? Celtics have home court.
Yeah. But I mean,
you think Philly's gonna win in Boston Game 7?
They could. They could. If they played really well, if everyone's hitting their 3-point shots and everything, yeah, they could.
What do you think about Kyrie Irving's?
I don't expect that to happen. I'm just saying they could.
What do you think happens to Kyrie Irving when he comes back? Do you guys feel comfortable moving on just with Terry Rozier? Because I think he's deserved it.
Nope. Rozier is great.
What?
Rozier is great, and he's shining in his moment. But Kyrie Irving's the better player long term, in my opinion.
Easily.
And it's not really a question. It's hype in the moment right now. Everyone's really excited about Rozier because he's playing great. He was 7 for 9 last night on threes. Like, it doesn't get much better. I mean, Kyrie only had a couple really good shooting games like that, and Rozier's been that good for about a week and a half now. He was great in Game 7 too. But you go with Kyrie Irving, even though he's got the injury issue. Go with him. And for next year, the Celtics are going to be nasty. Oh my goodness! Like, this year's just a tease. It's almost not fair because when they get Kyrie back, they're gonna have that dude off the bench. They're gonna have, oh my goodness, I don't even want to talk about it. Like, they're gonna be.
You think Rozier's gonna come off the bench?
He will. They have him under team control for another year. So
sure.
yeah. But I'd like to see them re-sign him again. He could easily average 15 points off the bench and be nasty.
Y'all not going to be able to re-sign him.
He's going to be a max.
Could. I mean,
big max.
Nah, someone's going to throw money at him. Well, like, after what he's done in these playoffs,
if he's a max,
y'all not going to be able to re-sign him.
Even if in a year from now he's a max, we could keep him. If he's that good of a player,
y'all have to pay. Y'all probably not going to play Marcus Smart. He's probably out of there after this year.
I think sadly Marcus Smart will be out.
On the max, Kyrie on the max. You're going to have to pay for Jaylen Brown. You got Hayward on a contract. You're not going to be able to afford to throw a bunch of money at Terry Rozier for a 6-man. That's not how basketball works.
Celtics might be willing to go into luxury tax like the Cavs did. I don't know if it's a smart idea.
Ain't no fucking way.
They might be willing. Like, it might be a smart idea because, especially with the injury concerns that Kyrie has, it might be smart to keep around 2 point guards.
Not with having to pay these two guys. Like you're expecting that to pay Jaylen Brown and to pay.
They don't have to pay. They don't have to pay Jaylen Brown for the 2 years. They don't have to pay Tatum for 3 more years.
Yeah, like, ain't no way they're throwing money at Rozier. Like, honestly, they should probably trade him next year.
Unless they get a crazy good return. I'd hate that. Especially because, man, they could make a real run with him. This is
Bro, and then you have to think also, that Celtics point guard position, like, Brad Stevens may just be the best point guard coach fucking ever. Like,
he might be pretty good with the guards. I'm not gonna lie.
Isaiah Thomas was like a top 3 point guard in the league last year.
He was nasty last year.
Under that system. He's looked pretty shitty this year.
But that's the injury
Obviously,
thing,
we know Kyrie's that dude, but Kyrie was looking incredible this year.
Injury, so like, and he was rushed
that's
back.
The injury thing. It's got to be. When he gets back, he's going to be right when he gets back.
But, like, I don't know. That Celtics point guard position looks like Brad Stevens is an incredible coach.
He's super nice. Definitely super nice.
If it's the system creating these players, I'd definitely trade Kyrie and keep the other guy. What's his face?
You think?
Wait, no. I think you said that backwards.
If it's the system making these players, I don't need Kyrie. Like, I can get something out of Kyrie and just re-sign another dude.
You could get a lot for
your
Kyrie.
System your system made Isaiah Thomas
you know Kyrie's that dude. So even if the system fucks up in a few years, Kyrie's still going to be that dude.
Who was better in the system, Kyrie or Rozier?
Kyrie.
I'm not gonna lie, Kyrie was good this year, but Rozier's been really good right now. Like, it's almost prisoner of the moment, but
definitely prisoner of the moment.
Rozier's kind of been better than Kyrie had some good games. He had some, like, I think he had a couple 40-point games, but even in those games, he had a couple moments where he was really good, but he wasn't good from start to finish, I'd say. Like, Rozier was good from start to finish.
I'm not even sure if Kyrie's even just playing it. Like, Kyrie is just doing Kyrie. Like, Rozier's balling in that system. Like,
yeah, like, I still think we haven't seen Kyrie's best yet, too. Like, we didn't have Gordon Hayward. We didn't have guys around him that he could really flourish with. I think once we get that back next year, we're going to see some crazy games out of Kyrie. But for now, man, it's a good team.
Also, that Kyrie injury was like a lingering thing. Like, he was dealing with that the whole season.
Once again, and it should be good to go. That's another reason why you might want to double down on Rozier and get Kyrie up out of there. That's just me, though. GM Berg.
So they just traded a shit ton for Kyrie.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't really give up a shit ton. I'm going to be honest with you.
They gave up an injured player. A lottery pick.
We gave up an injured player.
That pick, people thought the Nets were going to be a lot worse than they were. That pick was really highly regarded to being a top 5 pick.
No one thought the Nets would be worse. I don't know who thought that. They got better. It was obvious they were going to get better.
People thought the Nets were going to be a top 5 worst team. No one thought that they would have the 9th best odds to get the first pick or the 8th.
I'm going to be honest with you. If anyone thought they would get worse than the worst overall pick, they're an idiot. You're a moron. Like they couldn't
Not
possibly
the worst
get worse.
overall pick.
They were terrible last year. They couldn't get worse.
Them down as like a top 5 worst team in the league. I thought they would be like top 5 in the lottery odds. But they're not.
I
They're
said
like
this
8th
last
or
year.
9th.
I was very adamant they will get better. They might even compete for the playoffs. They weren't that good, but they were like 8th or 9th worst. I don't even think that pick will become that good. I mean, maybe they get lucky with the lotto, but I really don't think they will.
They can get like Trae Young, Wendell Carter, maybe Trae Young, Wendell Carter,
I don't even know what Trae
which
Young
is good, but
so we'll have to wait and see with that.
I don't know. They got better.
And the Celtics are looking nasty.
They're looking nasty, so I'm excited about this series. I think we got some pretty good predictions, and again, confident. Playoffs been good.
All right, so let's quickly just do predictions for the rest of the series.
Let's do
Rockets,
the West.
Jazz.
Let's do the West.
Who y'all
Rockets in 4.
Rockets in 5.
I got Rockets in 6, man. You know what? Maybe I'm just again prisoner of the moment, but that Donovan Mitchell, I feel like he's gonna have some games. They're gonna maybe get a couple wins here. And
Mitchell's amazing, but that Rockets team is loaded. I figured that Rocket team
they
might have
loaded,
one off game in them, but
they had one off
give
game versus the
5.
Timberwolves, who I think were much worse. The Timberwolves were worse.
could have easily won 2 of those games.
But they did it.
And they're worse than the Jazz, in my opinion. They're worse than the Jazz. So I think the Jazz might be able to actually win a couple games.
I don't know.
I don't think the Timberwolves would have beat the Thunder.
I got Rockets in 5 as well.
Yo, you can stop stealing my picks.
What?
You got Rockets in 5 is what he said?
Yeah, Rockets in 5.
I got Rockets in 6.
What do y'all got for the Warriors Pelicans? Since I don't want to steal Berg's pick, I'm gonna go first. I got Warriors in 5.
I got Warriors in 5 as well. Sadly, I really like the Pelicans, and I'm hoping that they prove me wrong. They win. I think tonight they're playing tonight.
Curry's coming back.
But Curry's coming back, and like they lost.
Curry's nice. I got Warriors in 6.
I got Warriors.
It could be a sweep for all we know.
Curry's not even.
It could be a sweep. I hope it's not though. I really hope it goes 6 or 7. I don't think it will though.
I got Warriors.
I feel like. What do you got, Mike? How many games?
Sweeping.
Really? Wow.
Okay.
Damn.
That's crazy. I feel like the Pelicans, if this series started like a week ago, fresh off of them sweeping the
it did take too long.
Trailblazers, they would have had a lot better of a chance. But now it's like they've already like simmered down a little bit. Like they're not like, I don't know.
The Trailblazers are a really good team too, but they're running into the Warriors, who are again, it's one of the best teams. I'm not Trailblazers. Sorry, Pelicans.
I was confused.
I did.
Yeah.
Well, I mean the Trailblazers were decent, but not that good. But they got killed by the Pelicans. But
all right,
just running into a buzzsaw that's the Warriors, man, and yeah, we've seen that before.
Last series is the wait. Did we already make?
We did them all.
With
we
this?
did them all. Yeah, we did them all.
We did predictions for the Cavs.
Yep.
Okay.
We did. Yeah.
I'm tripping.
We did. I think I said.
All right.
I think I said Cavs in 6. I think is what I said. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't answer that.
What do you want then? Cavs in what? Or do you want Raptors? Do you want the Raptors? No one picked the Raptors. I mean. The Raptors are good too.
Honestly,
that's the craziest thing.
I don't even know who to pick. Like, I'm not confident about either of the teams. Like, I don't think both of them are really. I don't think either of them are that good.
I want to know.
I'm gonna say Cavs in 7.
Okay, we did, but I guess Nick didn't say anything. But I want the Raptors to show up. I really hope they do. I hope they prove me wrong. But man, I'm not picking against LeBron. I'm sorry.
So I know you guys have loved the segment I implemented called "What You Watching." So we're gonna add another new segment alert. It's called "What You Eating." So essentially, every week we're just gonna say a cool thing we had to eat in the past week, or like the best thing we had to eat in the past week. So I guess I'll start off. I think 2 nights ago I made some really good fried rice with a bunch of vegetables in it, some tofu, and yeah, that was.
I don't like tofu.
That like every week. That's your go-to.
Yeah, that's
bro.
Not even...
But like, okay, I'm gonna be honest. Next week I'm gonna have some fire for you because I'm going out of town and I'm gonna go to some cool restaurants.
You added what you're eating just to flex your trip. This is crazy.
He really did.
No. I feel like it's a good.
Sandwiches, Nick. I've been drinking tap water. What are you talking about?
Damn,
I feel like it's a good segment to add. Mike, what you eating, buddy?
Anything good this week?
I started going to the UCLA dining halls again because they have this like one healthy food place, and they just like make fire grilled chicken and grilled salmon. And it's like $4 to get in. But like, that's cool. Yeah, low-key, I'm grubbing at college dining halls to like cut down for the summer. Berg, you should try it.
You might be onto something, boy.
Berg eating that bologna and tap water. Ew.
It's like,
are you actually eating bologna and tap water?
Berg be living lavish. Y'all gotta stop. Berg be door dashing, Uber Eating. Like,
really?
liar.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Door dashing Door dashing is the ultimate laziness, like doing door
Bro, I
dash.
had a
Oh my
depressing
God.
ass Taco Bell Uber Eats. I forgot how trash Taco Bell was. Like,
that's terrible.
Thanks for
It's
this
so
depressing
bad.
ass segment, Nick.
Yo, is Pokey a big
I-
thing where you guys are from?
No,
No.
I know I've never heard of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that
It's just
ramen you
raw-
took us to?
It's raw fish. No,
Oh.
it's raw fish in a bowl with
I've never
other
heard of
things.
that. Ooh, that sounds nasty.
Yeah, that's grown a lot in the past few years. It's pretty
Really
fire.
fire.
I fired up the grill, man. Me and my girl, we fired up the grill, cooked some nice grilled chicken, some steak, put some barbecue sauce on there, some of these potatoes. If you go to like Hanford or anything, they have like 5-minute potatoes that literally are amazing. They're like garlic potatoes. You put them in the microwave, and they're so good. You can get them at Walmart, I think,
Bro,
too.
what
but
kind of
really good.
HGTV
Not sure
ass segment is this? What you're eating? This is crazy.
But yeah, I don't know. It was
Bro,
good.
it's a
I'm
good
being
segment.
man. But yeah, let's can we wrap it up with what y'all watching?
Berg never told us what his favorite meal was of the
He
week.
said
I didn't
bologna
have no
and
favorite
what?
meal. Like, what?
Yes, you
You
did.
tell me what it was.
Foodies like you, Nick.
Tell me what it was, Nick. Please.
I'm a foodie.
Your favorite meal
you-
this week was
What was it?
some ass.
Was
Ba-da-
What?
Ass?
Some
I had
that
some
shit
terrible
out, nigga.
Chinese
That shit was
food, but that's
terrible.
about it.
Yeah, that was that.
I don't know if that was the best segment. That might not have been the
What
best.
you're eating is canceled.
No,
If you want to share what you're
I
eating
don't
for
know.
your vacation, go for it. But
I like it, yeah. I like the segment, but I feel
Bro,
like it
we're
might not be that
keeping
great.
the segment.
I know Bake be having some fire snaps or whatever
Yeah.
of what he's eating and cooking.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's me, though.
If y'all want to see some, like pictures, videos of stuff that I'm eating, follow me on Instagram at Nick the Bulls fan on my story.
He
I'll
just
update
added
y'all
this
with my
segment
food.
so he could promo his
Promo
Instagram.
his
Ah,
vacation
yes.
and
No, I didn't. I did it in also follow Shake and Bake
Yeah.
and Cullen
Oh,
Burger.
okay. Cool. You're promoting us
And
now,
Mike,
too.
obviously.
Yay!
But on to my favorite section.
To recap
segment,
the podcast
section.
and finish
God
it
damn
up.
Right? Wrap this shit
You
up.
can keep this
Yeah,
in there.
Hey,
Bro.
I'm editing this shit. Shut up.
Okay.
Mike,
On to my favorite segment of the podcast. What you watching? Hey.
I've been watching a lot of BBW, some hardcore.
Oh my God.
What?
Yeah,
Wait
like,
a minute.
That's not
How
this
do we
segment.
get...
Brazzers.
No.
Whoa.
No.
What? You want me to lie to them? Like,
We're talking about television
That's on his
shows.
TV.
Mikey.
yeah, like.
Yo.
Berg suggested the What You Fappin'.
What?
What?
Oh,
Like,
this
I
is
know
going
what
off
talking
the-
about. What are you doing?
We are going off the deep
Yeah, I
suggested
just
that
watch
before
and
the
like really
cast.
appreciate the like storyline in each of these, man. Like sometimes a plumber comes in and like has to fix a girl's house, and like the girl like some crazy shit happens. There's a lot of twists and turns, like any TV show or any movie.
Bro, I don't like those because there's always some fit plumber with this like big ass
Jesus.
baby leg. You're like, that's not what plumbers look like. It's always like it's painting a false picture. Like it's
Why
not.
are you noticing that?
That's just how
What?
it is. Like plumbers
It's like-
are usually fat, disgusting, out of shape. The plumbers on TV, they be looking kind of different. Like I don't even like them.
Yeah,
Yo, I think there's plumbers that are in decent shape nowadays. Like, this isn't like the
It is, but like a
90s,
lot of
dude.
people that choose to be
Come on,
plumbers are like, they aren't the most groomed people, but on the TV joints they be so groomed and they always in their Timbs. It's crazy. But yeah.
Bro, I don't know what you be watching, but I was watching. Let's see, I watched Amateur. That was a really good movie.
Amateur was
it
Oh, I
wasn't
thought
like
you-
crazy good. No. Amateur
Yo,
was
shit
movie.
kept
That
on
was
going,
fire,
bro.
bro.
That's
That was
crazy.
fire.
Amateur on Netflix, bro. Why
What did
y'all
you
with
like
that weird
about that
shit?
movie,
Like,
babe?
Yo, they got porn on Netflix now?
I don't know. I really like just the concept of it. Like, I don't know. It's kind of cool to see. Like, and, like you got to see the stuff that goes beyond the scene. Like, we know about this stuff, but like it was kind of cool to see that actually happen. I really liked the kid. I liked the coach. Like, I don't know. It was cool. It was different. It was a little different from Netflix, and I hope they do like another one with him. I hope they do like another one like semi-pro or something or pro, and they're playing overseas. Like I like
you
the
like the
characters.
ending
I
as
like
well?
the actors. It was okay. It wasn't the best. I liked how they actually
Don't
wrapped
spoil
it up.
Don't spoil
Don't
it.
you spoil
Yeah,
it.
I'm not. But I like how they gave us like an ending though. They like some movies they don't do that. Like some of the Netflix shows they don't do that. They did that, so I actually really liked that. I don't know, it was cool. It was nice to see. I wasn't expecting them to go there, and it took a nice little plot twist at the end, which I liked. So yeah, that was good. And what else did I watch? Ah man, shoot, I watched something else, and I wanted to tell y'all. Oh, I'm excited for 13 Reasons Why Season 2. I think that's what I wanted to say. That comes out, I think, next week or the week after. Super excited. Saw the trailer last night, and I was freaking
Yo,
out.
Nick
May
deadass
18th.
looks like the main
Yep.
character of that show.
Yo, he low-key does. That's funny. But I'm excited for that. Like, that show, I just watched that like a month ago, so like super excited for that. That's gonna be really good. But yeah, what you been watching, Nick?
Shake does that joint every pod. What you been watching?
Yeah, what you been watching?
That's my favorite part.
He lived for that moment.
I've been watching a lot of The Office.
You didn't say that the past 3 weeks.
Right?
Yeah, because I've been working a lot, and it's a show with 9 seasons.
The 100's on
episode
tonight,
seasons,
baby. Let's get it.
I'm on season 7. I guarantee you, not guarantee.
You're not gonna be done
I'm
with this
pretty
next
confident by next
You won't be done.
podcast, I will have some other things to add to what
There's
you're
9
watching.
seasons.
I also watched the first episode of season 5 of the
good.
100.
It was good.
Fire.
was very good.
Amazing.
I'm excited
I love
for
it,
tonight.
Mike. If you don't watch the 100, you gotta watch it. Best show on
I got a
TV.
DVR tonight. So I keep forgetting about that.
Yep, it's on tonight. Super excited. Obviously, tonight episode about to be crazy. Yeah, so I watched that. I also watched the new episode of Barry, the new episode of Silicon Valley, the new episode of
Watch
Riverdale.
A lot of TV. Holy shit, bro.
Those
You
weekly
just said the
shows.
same
I keep
weekly
up with my weekly
shows.
shows.
Right? Y'all say the
minutes,
same
like-
thing. Y'all don't watch no
Bro,
movies.
because that's what I've been watching. Like, once I finish The Office, I'll have more to add. I've also been
Alright.
watching some YouTube videos.
I didn't see
The
Avengers.
Elton-
Did y'all see Avengers this week? Anyone?
No, not yet.
No, me
I
neither.
may have a date to go see it, though.
Oh,
May have a
okay.
date.
See, now that's
Will
what I
you
like to
update
hear.
us
Not
on
that
the
you
date?
watched all your week. Yeah,
Date story
I
for
will.
the cast.
I'll let y'all know
Can't
how
wait,
it goes,
boy.
man.
I like that. Yep. I'm excited.
This has been a shot that's taken this has been like an ongoing shot. It's like one of those it's not one of those just like half court joints. It's been like I've been trying to get the right look, running the offense a little bit,
Boy,
So,
you're not a
yeah.
point guard. Let's keep it real.
What do you do? Why are you bringing those negative vibes to me?
I'm just keeping it real.
I don't deserve
you're not
that.
a point guard.
I ain't editing this shit. No.
What?
So
Yeah, you
yeah,
are.
man. I've been watching The Office. Also Hot Ones. I know Berg watched this too. The Alton Smith
Alton
one.
Brown.
Fire.
I don't even know his fucking
Alton
name.
Brown. God damn it. I forget.
That's
I'm
bad.
trash. Alton Brown Hot Ones was fire.
He gonna
I
edit
messed
that
with
out.
him. He announced that he's bringing Good Eats back, which is an amazing show. So yeah,
That's
I'm
a good
excited.
show.
But Berg, what you watching, buddy?
I ain't been watching shit. To be honest with you, I saw the.
That's fair.
A lot.
Other than the draft, I ain't been watching shit. Watching my bank account, nigga.
There was a lot of
That's about
stuff
it.
on. Ooh, I like that. How we looking?
We low key on the up and up. This is crazy, but you know how that.
Yo,
be.
let me get 50 then. Let me get a quick 50.
say less.
Dog, I'll give you 50.
You really haven't been watching anything? You really gonna do this? My favorite
I
segment,
haven't-
Berg.
I
This
saw the
week,
episode of
dude.
100. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. What else?
There you go.
He been
You
living
watch
life.
New Barry?
I watched New Barry. That shit was whack. That Barry mediocre as fuck. He just has high production
Yeah,
and a
I don't be
and a
watching
great
this shit.
cast.
So you didn't like the New Barry?
The
is
shit's
what you're
mediocre
saying.
as fuck.
I don't think I like that app either.
I don't watch that show.
What about Silicon Valley?
I haven't
You watched
watched that
new one?
mediocre show again.
Right.
The last
like
episode of
Silicon
Atlanta
Valley.
was pretty good, but like
Ooh, I want to watch that. I like that show.
Are you still watching that superhero
Black
show
Lightning?
on the CW?
that shit's on
Yeah.
Netflix.
I saw that was
now.
on Netflix. I saw that. I saw it was on Netflix. I did.
That
see
show
that.
ass as fuck.
So did you
I
finish
think
that?
I think I only watch it because
Okay.
black people in it. That's about it.
For
That's
sure.
hilarious, man. That's funny. All right, I guess.
They got some new movies though. There's
Okay,
a new Adam Sandler movie.
I watched
on
that. I saw
Netflix.
that. I saw that. I wanted
Was
to
that
say
any
that.
good?
That was what I forgot. It was okay. It's a slow movie. It's about an hour and it's an hour and 50. Those movies are too long. The Adam Sandler movies on Netflix are good.
Yeah,
too,
bro. They
too
had
long.
another one that was
Honestly,
too long.
like,
But
I'm done with
I don't know.
them.
It's kind of cringy at times, but I like Adam Sandler. I'm a huge Adam Sandler fan. It was good, but not like an amazing film. Like I was not cracking up. It was good. I thought there was
Okay.
funny points. But if you like Adam Sandler,
Well, we sh-
watch it. But it takes 2 hours, so just
We should start doing something where we all watch something and then we talk about it.
We could
So,
do that,
like,
yeah.
Like
Live
saying
I have a
the
feeling you
same
would-
shows week in and week out is kind of whack. I'm not gonna lie to you.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like Nick, like we can't say that you watched Barry, Silicon.
Like
and
we
all
get
this
it.
shit
You're
every
watching
week.
these
All
shows
right, all right.
weekly. Like
I'm gonna watch some different stuff
Yeah,
for next
watch
week's
some
podcast.
movies, watch some
okay?
different stuff.
I have a few movies. I'm gonna watch that movie. Well, I'll save it for next week's
Oh.
podcast.
What mo-
That's what
okay.
I'll do.
But why don't you
Stay
tell us
tuned.
now so we can all watch
yeah,
it?
and we
then
can talk
maybe-
about it and dialogue about it.
Okay, I'm gonna watch the movie.
We should pick one. We should try-
Downsizing. Downsizing.
What is that?
Okay.
Where is it?
It's with Matt Damon. It's not on any of the streaming services.
Man, how you
How you
you're
gonna
trying to
recommend
see
some
movies
shit we
right
can't
now.
even watch?
Right? You
Well,
trying to get us
you can
arrested?
find it.
You
You
trying to
can
get us
find it.
arrested? I know what you're trying to do. He's trying to get
I'm
us a
sure
list.
they have it at like Redbox or something.
Man,
What is this? 1992?
Right? What the heck?
Sherberg. It's 1992.
This man wants to leave the house to go get a movie.
These guys are giving me all
Recommend
these
something
negative
on a
vibes,
streaming
man. What?
platform, meathead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give us something we can watch.
Okay.
I'm gonna get back
What?
to you.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna find
goodness.
something. And
How you gonna get back to the viewers? When
I
the
don't know what
podcast
movie
ended
we
in
should-
5 minutes.
Right? I guess we'll have to
Let
do
me
this
go
for
on
next
Netflix
week. Is what you're gonna
That
say?
sounds
Like, are we gonna do?
Yeah, man. Like,
We gotta wrap
Mikey,
this.
I
We gotta.
You know what
appreciate
we'll do?
coming
You know what
out.
we'll do?
It was
We
good
will
to
tweet-
have you. Anything you want to promote,
Right?
shout out while you're here, buddy.
Yeah. What do you got to promote?
just my Twitter, my Instagram, my Twitch. That's when I'm on the most. You know.
Bro, oh, real quick before we wrap this up, yo, I saw that video on your, what was it, your story on Instagram, and a dude outside the car? What the hell was that?
Yo, that
Dude,
was crazy.
we were like driving to class, and like some guy was just like wild and driving like back and forth.
He's like on the sunroof outside.
What?
He was like on the bumper. Wasn't he like
No,
on
he
the bumper of
stood
the car
on the
outside?
top of the car, like where the.
I was watching, and I was like, what?
He didn't give a shit, bro. I was like tripping out. I was like, what the actual fuck? It was wild.
Did you save that to your stories? Like, can I go like watch that now or not? You should have.
Nah, but I'll put it back up.
Damn. You should. That shit's hilarious, dude. That was funny. But yeah, check him out. Follow him. Appreciate you coming on, Mikey. Long time no talk. Good luck. I know you're going to New York and everything, so good luck with that. And yeah, hopefully everything works out. Hope you guys did enjoy this episode of the YuckCast, obviously. Again, tweet us the questions using hashtag YuckCast. Check us out on SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes. New episodes every single Wednesday, nice and early in the morning. And yeah, be sure to, again, leave this video a like if you're on YouTube and subscribe on all those platforms that you want to listen to. So yeah, hope you guys did enjoy.
Also, follow the YuckCast Twitter.
Oh, yeah,
I
that
am
too.
going to let you
Follow us on
know
Twitter.
what movie we are watching this week, and we'll talk about it on next
and
week's podcast.
we'll share it and retweet it. Okay, but you better pick a good one, man. If you pick a,
I'm gonna
I
pick one.
You better
I
pick
think
a good
I
one.
might let y'all watch the movie and just hear y'all talk about it.
No,
Like,
Bird,
that
you're
sounds-
getting
that
a
sounds
part of the
much better to
podcast. No. Anyways, thank you all for watching the YuckCast. We'll see you guys next Wednesday. Take it easy.